What up, Fight World? It's your boy, Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Let's get it, man. Oh, let's get it. We're gonna talk some of this boxing. Okay. Where the fans at, man? Yo, as you come in, smash the like button. Get this shit cracking. What is y'all talking about, man? Smash the like button. Ortiz was schooling him. Ortiz got stopped. And you stop with them excuses. Fuck is you talking about? Let's get it. Listen. Listen. Okay, we got shooters on deck. Let's get this thing started. Let's do a quick roll call. I'm pumped. We'll let more people come. Where are y'all at? City, state, zip. Let me know where you guys are at. Where are y'all from?
You're very fond of trees.
Where are y'all at? Where y'all from?
Trees are
Louisiana in the building. Let's go. Bronx, Houston, Fresno, California, PA, St. Martin, Caribbean, Delaware. That's it? This is all we got? Come on. Where y'all from? I'm pumped. Brooklyn, East Atlanta, Birmingham, UK, Orange County, Virginia, Newark, New Jersey, Santa Ana, California, Harrisburg, Maryland, Birmingham, Alabama. Shout out to Alabama. Y'all got a champion. Wichita, Kansas, Philly, the Caribbean in the building, Dallas, Texas, showing love, Birmingham, Omaha, South Central LA. Let's get it, man. Lubbock, Texas, Stockton, Naples, Florida, DC, Jamaica, Sinaloa, Cuba. Shout out to Cuba. New York, Las Vegas. Great fight, Netherlands. Brooklyn, what up? Shout out to Brooklyn. Y'all put a good fight card together. Now, I gotta talk about the main event first. Later on the backside, after we get this out. Shout out to Kevin Iole. He just responded to something that I said on Twitter. Shout out to Yahoo Sports and Kevin Iole. Let's get it, man. Let me get the particulars out. First of all, thank you guys for joining. I go by the name of Ego. Or Boxing Ego, whatever you prefer. Second of all, big shout out. Thank you, Al Heyman. Thank you, Steven Espinoza and Showtime Boxing, CBS, and much love to the competitors on this card, especially Jose Uzcategui, Deontay Wilder, and Luis Ortiz, excuse me. Great heavyweight fight. Great heavyweight fight, people. Like this, I'm so excited. Not even seeing this is the thing. I told y'all who's winning. First of all, there will be some shit talking on this stream. There will be some shit talking. If you don't like, get your dislike out, like get it out of the way, because there will be if you dislike Showtime and you hate Al Heyman and you dislike my prediction, you dislike me, get your dislike out of the way, because there will be shit talking, because I told you motherfuckers, man. And it's not even just about I told y'all, it's just I'm sick of the same politics and rhetoric from casual fans. Don't make no excuses in this fight. Don't make any excuses. This was an awesome, excellent fight. If you go to my Twitter, I did a round by round tweet. I was glued to my seat. This was a good job. This was a good job done by Luis Ortiz. He showed up. First of all, we got to look at the actual facts. Wilder, I guess, got sick in camp. No excuse, because he won, so there's nothing really to make excuse. He won by knockout. In addition, he weighed 214, and Luis Ortiz came in like 241. On top of that, on fight night, Luis Ortiz looked much, much, much bigger. He looked much bigger than, like, he looked like King Kong. Like, you know what I'm saying? He looked full body and ready to work. And from round one, and the rounds he did good in, that motherfucker was sharp. I picked Wilder. Wilder's my dude. Shout out to you, Bronze Bomber. You make me feel good to be an American. Yo, we got over 300 people in here, and we don't even have 100 likes. We got to fix the likes. I'm lit. Y'all lit. Ego's Army, stand up. Smash the like button. We just had great boxing. I haven't even checked out what HBO is doing. I heard Sullivan Barrera got knocked out or something. I ain't seen it. I ain't seen no highlights. I was glued to the Showtime telecast. Now I'm a boxing fan. I'm a reporter. I cover boxing, so I'll check that out. But what I'm concerned with was what I just seen in the heavyweight division. Again, Ortiz, brilliant. Wilder, brilliant. What you guys did, this is boxing. Now, some people are gonna hate, oh yeah, Wilder, he's ripe for the picking. Joshua went through the same thing. That's why I respect Joshua. This was what Wilder just went through with Luis Ortiz, was what Joshua went through with the 41-year-old Klitschko, coming off of a loss. You know what I'm saying? This was a fight where you had to bite down, you had to bite the bullet, and see who's the last man standing type of shit. Real warrior shit. Like, this man, he on the ground, like, man, bro, like, what are y'all talking about? This was epic. Like, this is how lit I was when Joshua fought Klitschko, but maybe this a little bit more, because Klitschko, I'm not taking anything away from Joshua, but Klitschko was coming off of a loss. Luis Ortiz was undefeated. Bro, okay, let's do a quick hot seat. If you're new, because I know we got some new people to the stream, I'm gonna show you what the hot seat is. When people say foolish stuff, I can challenge them to a debate. The fans vote. If they don't beat me in the hot seat, they get blocked. Stone Love, you said Wilder's chin is suspect. You are in the hot seat. I'm gonna show you shooters on deck. Let's get right to it. How is Wilder's chin suspect when he's getting hit from a guy that weighed 30 pounds more than him yesterday? Who knows how much he weighed above him today, because he looked big. Ortiz looked big, and he's a power puncher. This is the type of stuff that I'm talking about. And we probably can't do too many hot seats because we have too many people in the building. But I want to do a hot seat with you because I'm sick of boxing fans saying this foolishness. So everybody watch for Stone Love, his response. I want to hear his response. He said Wilder's chin is suspect. How is that? He didn't even get knocked down. How is it suspect to get hurt by a power puncher who's boxing your ears off? This is what I'm talking about with casual boxing fans. Ego Army, stand up. Stone Love, bro, I've seen him rocked before. So we just seen Joshua get knocked down by a 41-year-old Klitschko. So does he not have a chin? I seen Tyson Fury get knocked down by Steve Cunningham, a cruiserweight who moved up to heavyweight, who's not as strong as Luis Ortiz. So what are you saying? What are you really saying? I've seen tons of Floyd Mayweather's been hurt, so he's garbage. Floyd don't got a chin. Listen to what people are saying, people. Floyd Mayweather got hurt by Shane Mosley. Does that mean he doesn't have a chin? Floyd got a great chin. You know what I'm saying? Margarito got a granted chin, and what's the name? Who are you talking to, Bilal? And then Margarito got knocked out. You know what I mean? It's like, what kind of boxing? Canelo, he don't have a good chin. He got hurt by the weaker Cotto, Jose Miguel Cotto. What are y'all saying? Hey, shooter, just get this dude out. His name is Stone something, because there's too many people in the stream, so I'm not gonna have time to really babysit hot seats. I'm just gonna get my thoughts, and as we wind down this live stream, maybe I'll go one-on-one. But I know he's already talking dumb shit, so just get him out of here. Cause you get hurt doesn't mean you don't have a chin. Thank you to Portia. I'm sick of casual boxing, and casuals, they do the most of this. Wilder was hurt in the 7th round. Absolutely. We all seen it. You know what I mean? Even in the 8th round, his body language wasn't looking that great. But he endured that. The shit that champions do. So what are you guys talking about? Oh, Wilder's chin is suspect. You get hit by Luis Ortiz and or Deontay Wilder and see if you're even standing. Props to these two fucking warriors. If you speak Spanish, shout out to these guerreros, because this was a fight. This was a great fight. Now, I did say this. I picked Wilder to beat Luis Ortiz. I said I don't see it going to decision. I was absolutely right with the prediction. And some of you guys picked him too. Some people picked Luis Ortiz. But I said if Wilder goes in and makes it look easy, then he's like, this is going to be incredible. But this is what I expected from this fight. I expected this to be a tough fight. And that's what I've said in all of my commentary. I told you, Luis Ortiz is no pushover. Deontay Wilder made the statement that he's arguably more dangerous than Klitschko at the point in which Joshua fought Klitschko. You know what I'm saying? And I would honestly say, with all things considered, momentum, Klitschko losing all of his belts and looking terrible versus Tyson Fury, Klitschko being 41 years old, Klitschko being the style of fighter who's been knocked out, and since that he used his height. Yeah, I think Luis Ortiz is more dangerous. Ortiz was fighting like a man, like he was fighting man style. Even when he got hurt earlier in the fight and stuff like that, he came back real hard. He came back real hard in the following round. He came back real hard. Like Klitschko, if you watch the Tyson Fury fight, watch it, study the tapes, watch the Tyson Fury versus Vladimir Klitschko. Klitschko didn't really do shit all. He didn't do fuck all until the end rounds, and then he tried to, like, you know what I mean, mount an attack, but it was too little, too late. Tyson Fury was doing that movement and had him completely befuddled. Luis Ortiz, every time he got hurt, every time he got touched, until the very end, he tried. You know what I'm saying? He tried getting on his toes, tried different things. This shit was impressive. I don't care about none of y'all excuses. I don't care if you guys dislike it. I don't care if you say HBO forever or whatever. This was a good fight. Even the Durrell fight was good. I just didn't. It looked like Durrell quit at the end. So, I mean, obviously it's not a good look. But Jose Uzcategui, he did his thing. He looked good. He looked good out there. Great fucking fight from Showtime. This is heavyweight action. Like I said, people are going to try to make excuses and downplay the performance or say, oh, Wilder showed vulnerability, he has no chin, like you see them doing. So tell Joshua, get past Joseph Parker, which most of us think that he will. Then tell Eddie Hearn and Joshua that, hey, as fans, this is the next fight we want to see. That is the monster fight. Ortiz was the boogeyman. Ortiz was the best fighter on Wilder's resume to a lot of people. Now, if Joshua gets past Joseph Parker, why see a Alexander Povetkin who's been failed drug tests, relatively inactive, you know what I mean? And he hasn't fought high-level competition since Klitschko, you know what I mean? Real high. Marich Weck and people, he didn't really fight nobody. Why see that? Gerald Big Baby Miller is fighting Johan Duhaupas, who got knocked out years ago by Deontay Wilder. Why see that? And Gerald Big Baby Miller's my dude, but I'm just saying, what do fans want to see more now? So if Joshua gets past Joseph Parker, which could be another good fight in the heavyweight division, then that's what I want to see. I can't speak on behalf of all fans, but the fans I've spoke to, they want to see that. That was a coming-of-age fight for Deontay Wilder. And again, people are going to try to, oh, you see how hurt he was? He didn't go down. Like, see, with the, we got listen, people, we got 600 plus people in this live stream, right? And we only have 200 likes. We got to get the likes up. This is how the channel grows. This is what you could do, like, to help the engagement and notify YouTube. I'm trying to get this lit, get some different opinions. Smash the like button. It takes a few seconds. You can leave your comments. You can cuss me out, whatever you want. But hit the like button. We got 600 plus people in here, and the likes aren't where they need to be. We got our first super chat, the Cali Enigma, $5. Thank you. Thank you for the support. Ego Army. In my opinion, if Joshua gets hit with some of the shots that Ortiz was hit with, he's going to sleep. That's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't really know what Ortiz's chin was like, but I'm telling you, he has a man-style chin, and he fought even when hurt up until the final blows where the fight was stopped. He fought courageously. I got my prediction right, so I'm not eating crow or none of that bullshit. I got my prediction right, and I'm still praising Luis Ortiz because this dude came out sharp. He came out sharp. Bro, listen. All these people in the comment section talking about, oh, Luis Ortiz, he's 69 years old. He's virtually 81 years old. Was he out there fighting like an 81-year-old? That's why y'all sound stupid. That's why people that are leaving those comments, if they do this, if they have a boxing channel, their channels are failing because they're not willing to call this real. Wilder was out there weighing 214 pounds yesterday. Ortiz came out weighing 241, and Ortiz came out very sharp, hurt Wilder, never knocked him down, but hurt him very badly where he looked wilted. For sure, he looked wilted. in that 7th round. And even in the 8th round, it looked like he was just, you know what I mean, like on skate, like he didn't have no energy. So, you know what I mean, diehard Wilder fans, people who pick Wilder, they were nervous. They were shaking in their boots because it was like, damn, Luis Ortiz is not playing out here. He overcame all of that and got the stoppage. Shut the fuck up. I'm not trying to hear nothing. I'm talking shit in this stream. Good job to Ortiz. He made it a fight. He pressed Wilder much better than past competition. Because the Bermane-Stavern first fight, I thought Wilder pretty easily won that. I mean, Bermane said he was sick, and we know what happened in the second Bermane fight. Eric Molina buckled Wilder, but that was kind of short-lived. He didn't really do anything. He didn't really do much after. I told you, that dude Wilder got vibranium in that right hand. Because he's not, see, this is how I know boxing with little things like those points, is Wilder's not even throwing with precise precision and like the best, like, you know what I mean, the best punch even. And he's still hurting people. Like, shots are barely great, and he's hitting people on the forehead and it's hurting them. Robert Singleton, $5 super chat, Shmoney Gang, thank you. No chin. 99% of the heavyweights wouldn't have survived that 7th round, and that Ortiz flurry. Wilder's chin is legit, and I agree with you. And see, this is the thing. If you're in there with a sharpshooter, a guy with a Cuban background, you're in there with someone who weighs yesterday 241 pounds. Today, who knows? He could have been 258 or something. You know what I mean? We don't know. We don't know what he was weighing. 255, whatever. Them shots are gonna hurt, especially from a gifted fighter like Luis Ortiz. You've seen him. He showed me this the first time I could really remember at a high level fight with Ortiz, where he got on his toes and started doing the Apollo Creed, was Bryant Jennings. He did that in this fight too, and I'm like, man, that's crazy. The guy 241 to 250-ish is getting on his toes, bouncing like that. You know what I mean? Muhammad Ali did it, but he didn't look as like stocky. Luis Ortiz ain't got no neck and trap muscles. Muhammad Ali just looked like he was in great shape. Shout out to Ricky Rick, $5 super chat, Shmoney Gang. Great performance tonight. Shout out from your mod from Omaha. Yeah, man, I'm elated. Not just because the person I picked won in the American, but I am happy for that. Shout out to the American champions out here. That's where I represent. I'm American. If you don't like it, oh well, deal with it. Wilder, he did his thing. He did what champions are supposed to do, because he was definitely in tough. I wasn't really scoring, but just off the eye test, I did score it, and he was losing the fight. I thought the first maybe 4 rounds were Luis Ortiz, but it's not like Luis Ortiz was doing something crazy in the first 3 rounds or so, but he was outboxing Wilder, and he was more active, and he was kind of walking him down, and he was winning, you know what I mean, bottom line. But then it was like round 5 or something, Wilder got a 10-8 round when he knocked down Wilder. He hit him on the forehead or something, in the face, and then Wilder dropped Luis Ortiz. So I was like, wow. And then he tried to jump on him, try to end it. Luis Ortiz, again, bit down on that mouthpiece and got back to business. So that was very, very impressive. That's also the championship mindset that Luis Ortiz showed, because he was hurt from that. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, after he got hurt in round 7, I think he did pretty good the very next round. You know what I'm saying? Championship level shit. This was a high level competition. And listen, fuck all the drunk fans that go to these fights. Fuck all of them. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the casual shit. Don't come to my channel for that. If you don't talk with no sense, and you don't like how I talk, you don't like good boxing, then don't come to my channel. This will not be, I'm telling you right now, don't come to my channel, because this won't be the channel for you. You have fans in the 3rd round booing, and fans like me who watch boxing for their whole life, right? The reason I'm not booing because the action is not up to par with what you like right at that given moment is because, one, I have enough respect for these fighters to realize this is a high stakes fight for both guys. There's a lot riding on it. For Luis Ortiz, if he wins, he becomes the first ever Cuban heavyweight. This is a life-changing opportunity, not only for his country, but also for him and his family. Deontay Wilder, this is who is the boogeyman. This is who they say you can't beat guys like this. So it's a huge fight. Of course, there are going to be filler rounds and people trying to size you up and how do I, you know what I mean, like come in, how to feint and shit like that. And people, boo, boo, throw some goddamn punches. That's so tacky. And I just really question if they're really boxing. I feel like one might be a boxing fan and you brought your friend or something. We got another super chat, $20 super chat from Steve Alvarez. AJ was hurt worse, which I agree with that. And if Klitschko went for the KO, he might have got him out of there. Ortiz had Wilder hurt and went for the kill, but Wilder showed mad heart. Hashtag bomb squad. Hashtag new media. And you know that. And that is an exceptional. Shout out to DJ Yo, $2 super chat. And he was sick. Shout out to you guys for the super chats. Definitely helps the channel. That is an excellent super chat and an excellent reply. Shout out to my shooters in the comment section for holding me down with all the goofy comments. Listen, people, we got 717 people turned up, lit because boxing's been lit. Got to get the likes up. There's no reason that we should have this many people. I know I can't have that many haters or that many people who disagree with what I'm talking about. Smash the like button. Takes a few seconds. Keep that going. Shooters, let people know. Smash the like button occasionally. We got to get this turned up. I want as many people to hear this. It helps the channel. It notifies YouTube of engagement, and we can get this conversation going. The more engagement we have, the longer I can do this and justify doing it. L Dog, and I'm not talking about my YouTube career. I'm talking about this individual stream because you know I make money on YouTube, so that's not the issue. Shout out to L Dog from New Zealand, $5 super chat. The ref shouldn't have called the fight off. Wilder haters. Yeah, man, there's always gonna be haters no matter what you do, but the great thing about a performance like this is what you would deem as something to hate on is actually what real boxing fans, or people like me at least, actually praise Wilder for. Once again, grown men worried about my beard. Hey, everybody. Okay, y'all, you already got him, but this is really weird. We got another super chat. Shout out to Fighter IQ. He just dropped $50 on the channel. Shout out to you, Fighter IQ. He says, hey yo, Wilder's smaller, so what? Wilder only fighting bums. Ortiz, his power overrated. Wilder has no chin. Ha, let me talk my shit ego with you. AJ, no mo ducking, no mo hiding. If I was a shooter, I would clean this chat up with that casual shit. You're probably gonna get promoted. I told you I had to just study behavior and patterns or whatever. Shout out to Fighter IQ. Dropped $50 on the channel. Crazy fight, great fight, good action. Everything you would want from a heavyweight fight. The heavyweight division is back. Man, I love this fight, and this is why I'm so happy and I'm turned up. Again, this really doesn't have nothing. I'm talking shit just because I know there's a lot of people who are like talking shit to me. You don't know what you're talking about. Wilder's getting knocked out, chicken legs. But it's beyond the prediction and getting the prediction right. I just like what this does for the sport I cover. You know what I'm saying? I cover boxing, and that was awesome. Wilder, and see, shout out to whoever left that super chat. That was a great comment because you notice Klitschko at 41, coming off a loss maybe and losing his belts, he fought Joshua, had him hurt, but he never really could pull the trigger. Maybe it's not his style because you notice Klitschko, he seemed befuddled with Tyson Fury being someone who's bigger than him and using all that movement and just overall boxing. So he seemed a little bit weary, right? That's not what I seen from Luis Ortiz. No matter if he was hurt or if he was winning the round, he was still sticking to a game plan. He was still fighting smart. He got hurt and was throwing some haymakers and shit at Wilder. That was a very dangerous fight, people. Very dangerous fight for both fighters. What round did it end? Was that 9, 10? Shout out to Bob J, $5 super chat, Shmoney Gang. Ego, please start giving Wilder pound for pound credit. 214 versus 250. You have to start looking at that. You have to start looking at stuff like that because he's defended his belt 7 or 8 times against the top level people in his division. And see, when Triple G, this is the fake part about boxing. When Gennady Golovkin, before he got to Kell Brook fight, everything before that, he was fighting ranked guys, top 10, 15 guys probably, but none of them were big breakout stars who were even suggested that could even beat him. You know what I'm saying? And people, the diehard Triple G fans, old media, they gave Triple G all the credit in the world. Oh, he's fighting a mandatory. He's fighting ranked guys. Well, Wilder's calling out the top, highest level guys, including Luis Ortiz, which y'all said he was ducking. And after Luis Ortiz failed a drug test, you still blame Wilder, and he still fought him. He still went rounds with him, got hurt, never gave up, and then came back to stop him. Luis Ortiz didn't even knock Wilder down. He definitely had him hurt. There's no denying that. and he put up a great effort. Dude, Wilder knocked Ortiz down 3 times. Y'all are forgetting that. That's how many times he knocked down Bermane Stiverne en route to a knockout. Like, it's just crazy. There's nothing you can say to hate on Showtime, on Al Heyman, on Luis. Who listen? Who name? Man, I want to know right now. Name someone who's talking about HBO's fight, Sergey Kovalev versus Igor Mikhalkin, and on a live stream right now. I'll wait. If you hating on Showtime and you said they ain't doing it, Al Heyman don't know what he's doing, and his fighters are inactive, bro, and all this stuff, then who's talking about this Sergey Kovalev Igor Mikhalkin fight right now? Shout out to D Bevel, the champ, $5 super chat, Shmoney Gang. He says, "Bomb Squad USA, stand up for your champion." Man, hold on. Super chat's going crazy right now. The Octavius 72, $10 super chat. Thank you for the live chat after a great night of boxing. I agree. I hope and pray the winner of AJ versus Parker will do the right thing and unify with Wilder before the year is out. Heavyweight boxing is back. I agree with you. And that's why I'm happy, man, because it's been so long. And like, when I go to Vegas and stuff and take Ubers and lifts all around, and then people ask, "Oh, what brings you in town?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm covering the fight. I'm a YouTuber." Boom, boom, boom. Everybody always says some Mayweather Pacquiao shit, or they talk about the old heavyweight division. Oh, and Muhammad Ali was fighting, or Mike Tyson. They don't make them like they used to. So it's been a while since the heavyweight division was really lit and getting viral videos and stuff. So I'm just happy because when I grew up watching boxing, the heavyweight division was that division. People weren't talking about the Mayweathers and Pacquiaos and Chocolatitos and Rungvisai, Donairs, Gary Russell. You know what I mean? They weren't talking about the lighter weight divisions as much. Great fight. Great fight. Gave you everything you needed. Listen, people, shooters, everybody, we got 1,000 people in here. We need to get the likes up. All you got to do is smash the like button. I'm going to keep reminding you guys occasionally. Smash that like button. Let's get it popping, and let's get the channel really rocking with the live chat. And then I'll answer questions, all that good stuff. But great fight, man. Wilder, like I said, funny thing is people will elect to hate on somebody and be like, "Oh, Wilder has no chin. He was getting his ass beat." Who cares? If you win, who has the belts at the end of the day? Wilder was, I think, and don't get it twisted, I think Wilder was behind in the fight, but he wasn't getting dogged in every single round. You know what I mean? And y'all keep talking, some of y'all keep talking about chin. Aside from that, that motherfucker got heart. It takes heart. To be honest, and I turned it off and immediately jumped on the horn with y'all. To be honest, I thought he hurt his right hand. Because you know he had hand problems in the Chris Arreola fight. I thought he hurt his right hand. Shout out to B-Ra, $5 super chat, Shmoney Gang. I really thought he hurt his hand because the way he was not throwing it in a couple rounds, I don't know if he was trying to regain himself, right? Or maybe it's just the Cuban style. He knew that. See, the beauty of a fight like this is the stylistic matchup. You know, everyone, styles make fight. This is the perfect example. Wilder, a little bit loopier, a little bit wilder, but more athletic, younger, great power puncher versus Luis Ortiz, Cuban background. It's hard to knock him off his pivot. He's calm, he's cool, he's collect. Even, see, this is what I respect about the Cuban fighters is because you notice oftentimes, even if they're hurt, you know what I mean, they're still like calm, which is crazy, and it just goes to show you how much training they have. You know what I mean? Just by and large, like I've seen Rigondeaux get dropped by Roberto Marroquin or somebody, and then he gets up and he like nothing happened. Donaire dropped him, and then he holds his gloves, and the referee, okay, continue. It's crazy. Luis Ortiz was hurt a couple times, and he was pretty calm considering. You know what I mean? You're in there with a big ass motherfucker, a couple inches taller than you. He's hurting you, and especially the first time he got hurt in round 5 or whatever, he remained calm. You know what I mean? So, hell of a fight. And I told you guys this before. I'm not just saying it now, but I thought that stylistically, all things considered, who Wilder is, who Joshua is, who Klitschko was at the time he fought Joshua, who Luis Ortiz was at the time he fought, the trash talk, the banter, the confidence. I was probably going to be more impressed with Luis Ortiz's victory, and I am. And again, it's because, not that I don't respect Klitschko, he's 41 though. You know what I mean? See, y'all want to know something funny? You know, it's hilarious to me. It's hilarious to me. All these motherfuckers talk about, oh, Luis Ortiz is 38 and bringing up age as an excuse. But Klitschko was older than that, at least what he's listed at. You know what I mean? And he was coming off a loss. Luis Ortiz is undefeated, wasn't coming off a loss, and just received his first loss. And, like, we've seen Klitschko almost freeze up in the Tyson Fury fight. He didn't do it in the Joshua fight, but when he was losing and definitely losing, in the Tyson Fury fight, he kind of froze up until he went for broke a little bit in the later on. Luis Ortiz didn't do that. He got hurt and was still coming. Yeah, another thing is Luis Ortiz, we don't know truly what was happening with the whole PED thing and the drug test. I mean, we just have to do it in good faith and be like, okay. Um, Donnell Tom Thornton, $5 super chat. Your channel's the truth, bro. If you had more connects far as talking to more boxers and trainers, I wouldn't even watch other channels. Oh, I have connects. It's just about getting there and like I don't. Truth be told, I don't even have to do that. I don't have to cover fights. I do that for the fans. Look, I'm not even at the fight. We got 1,000 people in here, but shout out to you for the super chat and the comment and encouragement. I appreciate it. Overall, great fight. Great fight, great night. That's my new shit when I'm happy with boxing. Great fight, great night. And for me, I really think of it like this. What some people would attempt to ridicule for whatever reason, Luis Ortiz or Deontay Wilder over, I'm giving them guys credit for. You know what I mean? I'm giving them credit for. Like, hold on, we got a super chat. E-Bone, $5 super chat. What up, Ego? Enjoy the work so much for Abel Sanchez's theory. Oh, that's a good point. Thank you. Wilder showed heart to have. Kovalev won by 7th round TKO. He retains his WBO title. I just got an alert. Wilder showed heart to have the mental stamina and focus to hold and evade when in danger. Shout out to Julio Palayo, $2 super chat. Ego, this fight had me standing. Love the fight. I mean, see, look at it. You see the fans' reaction. You see how many people. Kovalev just won. Go see how many people are doing that HBO live stream. And then if they are doing a live stream on that fight particularly, then tell me how many people are in there. We jumping. This was a good fight. Showtime's killing HBO, right? I just call it how I see. Al Heyman killing the competition. But like I said, what people would elect. Damn, the super chats is jumping. Hold on. B-Ray, $5 super chat. I definitely want to see Uzcategui versus David Benavidez. Good point. Or Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez at 68. Jose Uzcategui beat Andre Dirrell via stoppage. Like he retired on the stool or whatever. I don't know what was going on because they didn't really clarify it. I guess Dirrell maybe quit. I don't know. But he won, and after he called out David Benavidez, who was in attendance. Up the irons. I would love that fight too. David Benavidez versus Uzcategui. Uzcategui can box. He's awkward and he has power. Up the iron says Wilder's a motherfucking beast. Good work, Ego. Shout out to you. Like, I didn't do the good work. I'm just giving you my take on it. Wilder and Luis Ortiz did the good work. It was a 10th round knockout for Wilder. Oh my gosh. Well, another clown in the comment section. Felipe says Wilder dirty for hitting after the bell twice. Bro, so that's why Luis Ortiz lost? Really? Is that what you feel, Felipe? Huh? No, I'm not. Listen, I'm not doing any hot seats because we got too many people in here, and these hot seats, they duck me. You know what I'm saying? When I put people in the hot seat, it takes too long, and I'm not gonna hold up the whole stream waiting for a bump, and then there's more comments. You know what I mean? So I have to look through. So once the stream slows down, we could do a hot seat, but I'm not doing any hot seat. I just expose it. Talking about, oh, Wilder, he cheated. He just like y'all did with Ward and Kovalev. Oh, Kovalev hit him in the nuts. And I mean, so in your mind, Luis Ortiz lost because he got hit twice after the bell. That's what you're telling me? So it had nothing to do with him getting hurt with the straight right, 1-2. It had nothing to do with that uppercut. It had something to do with the ref, or had something to do with getting hit after the bell. Like, stop it. He got hurt more in between the bell than he did outside of the bell. Stop it. Yo, Ego, I won $200. See? Easy money. American champ. Deontay Wilder, he did what he said he was going to do. Bro, Felipe, this is about boxing. This is about the Showtime card. It's not about you. You said the dumb shit, and I just said my opinion. Shout out to Juan Trejo, $5 super chat, Money Gang. Ego, would you agree Ortiz was more complete than Klitschko was against AJ? He's a 3 year younger and has taken a lot less punishment than Klitschko. Yeah, I think he's just more of a danger. He can box, he has power, he can get on his toes. See, Klitschko, listen, Wilder got the most power in the division to me, right? Ortiz got hurt. He got hurt, and he was still fighting as if he wasn't hurt. Klitschko wasn't even really getting hurt necessarily early by Tyson Fury, and he still froze up and didn't really know what to do. He didn't really go for broke or make mad adjustments. Shout out to the Truth Super Chat, $5. Great channel, Ego. Appreciate the great content. Great night for boxing, and Wilder made me a believer tonight. I hope this turns into a big fight with AJ happens. I mean, great. It's a great fight, man. Great fight. Crazy. Great night of boxing. And like I said, I can't clown Ortiz for losing. I can't clown Wilder. They did their thing. Les Harper, $2 super chat, Money Gang. I mean, this was great. Wilder put that vibranium in that right. I'm telling you. He's not even like the way he's punched. Like even how he finished Ortiz, he was hurting him. I mean, obviously he was already hurt, but he just has power. That's all it is to it. So Wilder went to Wakanda. The people of Wakanda have decided to give you the vibranium, right? He went to and get that vibranium. Crazy, but like I said, the stuff that the haters and detractors are gonna use, man, the super chats are going crazy, big time. $5 super chat, Shmoney Gang. I think Eddie Hearn peed a little when Wilder got the knockout. Listen, I'm telling you, the way I watch boxing, I can't really explain or vouch for anybody else, but the boxing that I watch and how I watch boxing, the fact that Wilder dealt with adversity, I give him more credit as opposed to like if it was like Bermain Stavern and he just caught him cold, caught him in the first round. I like the fact that he was hurt. You know what I'm saying? I like the fact that he was getting outboxed and he was behind on the scorecards because that shows he got heart. That shows that his chin is not what y'all said it was. That showed that he's willing to fight like a champion. You know what I'm saying? If he would have just went out and Luis and then he just did him like Stavern, then that's cool. But that doesn't show you now. You know how many knockout artists there are that can do that? But when you're in the trenches, that shows me something. That shows me something totally different. Like it's just like this. If Floyd wins a fight and it looks easy, like Robert Guerrero, that's cool. But we knew Floyd can do that. But when he got rocked so bad by Shane Mosley, when Shane Mosley had come off the Antonio Margarito stoppage, right? And Floyd poof and had to clinch for dear life and got hurt twice, right? You got to get clinched twice, got hurt twice. That showed me what Floyd is about. That showed me Floyd's chin. That showed me that he's a champ. That man, Floyd Mayweather, dealt with his adversity in that Mosley fight, got rocked up in the second round, hurt twice, right? And then he came back to beat Shane Mosley every single round in that fight. So I like that. That shows me that championship level shit, that championship level spirit. Listen, we got 1,000 people in this live stream. Y'all are all happy about the fight. Smash the like button. Shooters, help me police this. We got to get the likes up. We got to get the likes up. The more likes and engagement, the more we're on the front page of YouTube and people can see and celebrate good fights. And hopefully, that's what I'm saying. I want the stream to do well, not just for my channel. I just want it to do well for boxing because when people see that people are talking about boxing, then these promoters can make these goddamn fights. Because people want to make excuses and fans with these suit and tie attitudes like, oh, but Wilder doesn't sell any stuff. We got to go viral with this shit. We got to go viral, show the engagement, show YouTube, show the big wigs that boxing is alive and well. People want to see the heavyweight division thrive. People want to see these good boxing matches. The better we do at that, the better we do with eradicating detractors or, you know what I mean, people from other sports like, oh, no one likes boxing. UFC is killing boxing. Boxing is dead. Let's get it jumping. Smash the like button. I'm just happy for boxing. I swear to you. D Bevel the champ, $2 super chat. Wilder show pure heart and determination, 100. Another super chat. Ring General, $5 super chat. Shmoney Gang. What's up with all these Cubans getting smoked? Rigo, Ortiz, Barrera, all stop. Is Lada next? Well, he's in a tough fight, so we'll see. But I mean, I can't relegate it to a Cuban. I mean, if they're fighting the right type of fight, I mean, Rigondeaux fought a two-time Olympic gold medalist, so it happens. Ortiz just fought the guy who has the most power at the heavyweight division. Sullivan Barrera just fought a great amateur who's a champion and got knocked out. Was his knockout bad? Because I ain't seen it. But I told you that'll show me something about Bevo. But I can't really talk about that fight because I haven't watched it. You know what I mean? So I can't really spend too much time talking about that. Rodney Potter, $20 super chat. Thanks for the content. You're the reason I got into boxing. Much love, man. I appreciate the support. We have some jokes. We have a good time over here. It's entertaining, but there's a message behind this too. So I just, like I said, I want boxing to do well. Another super chat. Shout out to Courtney Douglas, $10 donated in super chat. This year is, they said this is the year of let's see it. Exactly. Good fights for the next 5 years and beyond. Shout out to both fighters from flyweight to heavyweight. It's going down, ego. I'll never tell Paul Bayer voice, excuse me. Another super chat, Super DJ, $2 super chat, ego. We need to smoke them out. Wow. I mean, the pressure's on Joshua. The pressure's back on Joshua. I don't even know. I jumped on there so quick, titled the video. I don't even know what Wilder said post-fight because I wanted to just jump on the horn with you guys. God's son _1, $5 super chat. Wilder might not want to come in so light against AJ, but he did his thing tonight. Great win. Haters. Apparently he got sick and he lost some weight. So, but see, you know, listen, the greatest champion of this era is clearly Floyd Mayweather. You can hate, oh, what about the IV? Whatever you're talking about, he's the greatest champion of this era, right? He tells you whether you like him or you want to bring up, you guys like this guy, woman beater, and all you bring up all this extra shit outside of the ring shit. You can't deny his greatness as a boxer, as a pure boxer, as a stylistic boxer, brawler, whatever he decides to do, however he decides to fight. You cannot deny that, right? And he drops gems when it comes to boxing. I don't know about his views on Donald Trump or politics. I can't vouch for none of that because I don't know that we share the same sentiments, but he's a master of boxing. I do know that. And he tells you all the time, moving up in weight is a process. He says true champions learn how to make adjustments, and that's what Wilder did. Got hurt, dealt with the adversity, bounced back, got the stoppage. Got sick in camp apparently, lost some weight. He's like, man, the Wilder Ortiz fight already got canceled once because Ortiz failed with the banned substances. I'm not gonna let no one down, so I'm gonna come in. I'll just come in light and then bounce back. Do what true champions do. Bounce back from the sickness or whatever, the flu. Wow, we got a big super chat from Rock One. He just donated $50 to the super chat. Thank you very much. It said we need more fights like this to restore the damage done by the Klitschko era. Respect to Ortiz, dude has skills, and Deontay has some serious heart. America. Oh my God, this is great. Look at the fans. Like, I'm not even just talking about super chat. I'm just looking at people's comments. We got another super chat. Steve Alvarez, $25. Ego, another thing. Good looking, showing Wilder love on Twitter. We got to support our American-born fighters more. Black, Mexican, etc. Hashtag United. Hashtag fuck Abel. Hashtag All Styles. Hashtag Bomb Squad. Hashtag New Media. Yeah, remember that New Media, man. Because, see, listen. I'm glad that was an excellent, thank you for the super chat, but that was an excellent comment. You know what I mean? Because listen to the people that say the exact opposite of what I always say on my channel. I give people a fair shot. Oh, Showtime's, they're doing better than HBO right now. No, it's not. HBO still hold the torch. They're better. I mean, look at it. Who's talking about Sergey Kovalev's fight? Right? Everyone's talking about Luis Ortiz or the excuses they make. Oh, Wilder's a bum squad. Well, guess what? He just stepped up and fought someone who came to fight, who outweighed him, who has more physical technique, stylistic technique than him, and he just knocked him out after dealing with adversity. I mean, there's not. What do you say? Oh, Wilder has a paper chin. I've seen him get hurt, and y'all motherfuckers was posting this video of Wilder from 2006 when motherfuckers was wearing FUBU and 3X white tees, and you post a video of him and the amateurs getting knocked out or some bullshit when Chingy was out. Say what? And you was my baby. Like, why are you posting videos of when Chingy was out and Wilder got knocked out? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just corny. You just hating. You're clearly just hating. You know what I mean? And you was my baby. Post some recent videos of Wilder's knockouts. Like, these are all part of the people's journeys. You know what I mean? I probably have goofy videos of me or a goofy outfit or something if you post pictures of me in 2006 or something. You know what I mean? People, but they're doing that because they want to discredit Wilder. Oh, look, Wilder has no chin. Look at this video from 2006 or whatever. Shout out to Ridley, sorry. $5 super chat. Thank you for the retweets. If you talk with sense, ego will respond. Thanks for being proactive because we are here for the fighters. Absolutely. Shout out to Raymond Baez, $2 super chat. We got another super chat. Shout out to Luis Pena, $10 super chat. Shmoney Gang. Wilder showed too much respect to Ortiz in the start, but was able to come through. Although Ortiz came to fight and he said only way he was going out was on the canvas. Good fight. Shout out to Wreckage, £2 super chat. Shout out to Juan Trail, $2 super chat. Super chats jumping, the fans are happy. I will disagree with you on that point. The reason I disagree is if Wilder, you've seen him get hurt in round 7, right? If he didn't show that much respect to Luis Ortiz, right, then it probably could have been an early night for him. Clearly, Luis Ortiz had the skill and the power to, you know what I'm saying? He had the skill and the power to hurt Wilder, right? So that's my thing. I think he showed, because realistically, they both showed respect. In them first 3 rounds, Luis Ortiz, he was staying busier than Wilder, but he was still showing respect. He didn't treat him like Dave Allen or, you know what I'm saying, Malik Scott or somebody who was just coming to get. Yo, shout out to my shooters. They're helping pump the message. We need 900 thumbs, and we need it like yesterday. Smash the like button. The more engagement we get on this channel, the more that we see that we're happy with the product we got from Showtime. We're happy with the product we got with Al Heyman. We're happy with what we received in the main event from Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz. We can't let the hate and the haters do better than we doing. Smash the like button. Man, I'm happy. I'm just happy, man. And I told you, and some people, oh, why are you acting like this for this fight, but you didn't do this and this for? I'm doing this because this is a fight that I personally wanted to see. This is a fight that I personally needed to see. Because yes, I like Wilder's style. I like what he's doing for the heavyweight division. But at the end of the day, he needed an opponent like Luis Ortiz, where everybody could say, okay, that's the man. That's the man that just boosted your resume. And he got that. But if Luis Ortiz would have won, I would have still been happy, just because that means that man deserved it. It was a great fight, great night, great fight. Everybody put great night, great fight. Let's get it. Bomb Squad, happy to be American. And see, this is listen, man. I tweeted this immediately upon the conclusion. I said, championship shit. Good job to my dude, Deontay Wilder. You make me proud to have you as an American champion. Real talk. Make sure y'all go to Twitter and retweet that. Because old media, coincidentally and conveniently, they never seem to like the American fighters. That's just a pattern I noticed. Like, you only like Kovalev and Dmitry Bivol and Vyacheslav Shabransky and whoever else, you know what I'm saying, Pacquiao, Canelo, Triple G. Like, you don't like no American. You have nothing but critiques against all these American fighters. Oh, but Wilder, he needs to learn how to act and stop talking so much shit about people. And Broner, he stopped getting arrested. And Floyd Mayweather, he's pillow-fisted bitch and domestic violence. Like, you just have critiques for all American fighters. Caleb Plant, he's not exciting enough. Like, goddamn, like, you don't like no American fighters? You know what I mean? DC King, $2 super chat. JB the Pharaoh, $2 super chat. Wilder is entertainment because he said he's entertainment value because he's vulnerable. He's vulnerable, but so is every other heavyweight. Listen, like, I mean, I don't fully agree with that, because there's no heavyweight out there that's not vulnerable. Tyson Fury got knocked down by Tyson Fury got knocked down by a former cruiserweight, not a David not a David Haye former cruiserweight, not a Evander Holyfield former cruiserweight, and I'm not knocking Steve Cunningham, but I'm saying he at cruiser or heavyweight hasn't accomplished what David Haye or Evander Holyfield has accomplished, and I don't think he has the power of those two guys. And Tyson Fury got dropped by him. Even though he won the fight, he got dropped. You got to keep that in mind. Joshua got dropped by a 41-year-old Klitschko. So if you're going to say Wilder's entertainment value because he's vulnerable, they're all vulnerable. Luis Ortiz is vulnerable. He just got stopped. You know what I mean? So name a heavyweight that's not vulnerable. Like, so I don't fully relate to that comment because they're all vulnerable. They're 250-pound men cracking you on the head. What Dillian White got stopped. What heavyweight isn't really vulnerable right now? You know what I mean? Luis Ortiz was probably the most complete guy that never in his big fights was getting knocked down and seemed to have the full package, and he just got stopped. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Brandon Penn. Great fight, great night, great commentary, fam. Keep up the good work and keep telling the truth, Bomb Squad. Yeah, so as far as I'm concerned, all the heavyweights is vulnerable to me. You know what I mean? You get hit with a Joshua missile, it's gonna hurt. You get hit with that Wilder vibranium, it's gonna hurt. End of story. You know what I mean? Who would you rather get knocked down by as a heavyweight? As a 6'7", 6'6", 6'9" heavyweight, would you rather say, oh, Luis Ortiz clapped me and hurt me, but I didn't go down? Or, hey, I'm 6'9" and a cruiserweight, Steve Cunningham, dropped me. You know what I'm saying? A 41-year-old Klitschko dropped me. So they're all vulnerable to me. And that's just real talk. Juan Trail, $5 super chat. Ego, don't you think Ortiz was more dangerous than AJ is for Wilder? I said that, yeah. I believe Ortiz has faster hands and better all punching skill. Listen, I'm not saying AJ is no danger to Deontay Wilder, so please don't spin it. But Luis Ortiz, like I said, he's arguably the most complete. Most complete. Can bounce on his toes, can box, has a jab, has a grasp of the fundamentals, hasn't taken much punishment. AJ got hurt by Dillian White, got hurt by Klitschko now, right? He was in a rough fight, even though he won with Carlos Takam. Luis Ortiz was kind of avoided, so he didn't really take much punishment. He has that Cuban amateur training. So, yeah, I think, like I said, I'm not saying Joshua's easy work for Deontay, but at the end of the day, I think stylistically, more if Deontay Wilder was a Superman character, I think Luis Ortiz has more kryptonite in his style than AJ. That's just my personal opinion. But it's not a knock. You know what I mean? It's not a knock on anybody. I just think that Luis Ortiz, and he's a southpaw. Shout out to the real boxing fans. Great add-ons, people. Luis Ortiz is southpaw too. And that you have to understand, the Luis Ortiz counters were sharp as fuck, and they were coming back with, Paulie Malignaggi was talking about that reaction time, bow, quick ass reaction time, and they're coming from a different trajectory, him being a southpaw. Southpaws give most people problems. But I'm not saying, and see, to me, there's just so many ways to break it down. Ortiz, as big as he is, he's looser than AJ. AJ is, I don't know now because he's losing some weight, but his last couple fights, he looked definitely stiffer, more robotic, more Frank Bruno-ish than a Luis Ortiz. I think even though Tyson Fury weighs more and he's taller, he's also looser as a boxer, like just loose than AJ. AJ is kind of tight and just, he got good technique and everything, but he's top heavy, like cock diesel and shit. Like, so it's a good fight either way. It just needs to happen, bottom line. Ortiz would KO AJ. I don't know. It's definitely possible because he was out there looking sharp. And I love fights like this because there's nothing you can say about the winner. The winner was pressed and received adversity, and so did the loser. You know what I'm saying? So it was that type of fight. But man, shout out to this. And this is what I'm talking about, people. All the people, this what I'm talking about, like with old media, people saying stuff to the effect of, oh, Deontay Wilder can't sell. Nobody knows him. Though all those people, oh, listen. I'm not always right. I know this. But one thing I am is consistent. And what happened to all those people that said Wilder was ducking Dillian White? All those people. Do you think Dillian White would have beat the Luis Ortiz that showed up today? Do you think the Wilder that showed up and just knocked out Luis Ortiz, an undefeated Luis Ortiz, who only hit the canvas once, I think they said on Showtime, would that Wilder have beaten Dillian White? Where are all those people that said, "Oh, Wilder ducked $3 million to fight Dillian White"? See, that's what I'm saying. A lot of y'all come up with these points and logics of thinking, and then 2 months later, a couple weeks later, it's something different. Oh, Luis Ortiz has a hand injury. Literally less than 24 hours later, his camp debunked that rumor of him being injured. He was throwing where it didn't look like he had a hand injury. So that callus or whatever the fuck was on his hand, you can't use that. That's why I love it, because all these different old media and hating ass fans rhetoric is stripped away. You can't take away the victory for whoever won this fight. Steve Alvarez, $20 super chat. Going broke tonight, LOL. Old media, ESPN, HBO don't like American fighters because they have colored roots, Mexican, black, etc. Ego, keep doing you, and boxing will be all right. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate you. Shout out to Alvarez dropping some gems right there. Yeah, man. Like, I don't have a problem. I don't care where you're from, to be honest. Like I said, my dad was in the military, so I have friends from all different backgrounds. You know what I mean? You learn about diversity just being a military brat, because I bounced around from living in New Mexico to England, you know what I mean, traveling through different like cities and states to get to the next place, living in California, a melting pot. So I don't care about that, but I could see when people like HBO, like organizations, seem to never ever like American fighters and hold them to some crazy standard. Shout out to Fighter IQ, $5 super chat. Schmutty gang. When Wilder fights AJ, he needs the same ref tonight. This was the same ref for AJ versus Klitschko. Yeah, I seen that he pointed that out. Good pickup. If he gets the ref AJ versus Takam, it can be sour. Yeah, and I don't think that Carlos Takam was a fair stoppage. I really don't. I think he was losing the fight. Maybe he would have got knocked out anyway, but at the moment you chose to stop it, Ortiz fought like a young man. At the point the ref chose to stop the Takam fight was in poor taste to me. And see, this is the other thing. Luis Ortiz, aside from even when he was hurt, he was still throwing smoke. He had that smoke that he was trying to catch Wilder with. You know, he's trying to catch him slipping. Like, oh, you trying to rush me? Ah! And he was throwing some mean ass hooks and just trying to set him up. And he had a good body attack, which I thought he should have used more. Luis Ortiz should have went to the body more, especially since Wilder was looking woozy and wilted in that 7th and 8th round. You know what I mean? He should have went to the body and chopped down that tree a bit more. Wilder does give up a little bit his height too, a little bit. Like he kind of like hunches down to get towards you. But Luis Ortiz came to fight. Another thing I noticed about this particular fight, you can't argue with this particular stoppage of Luis Ortiz because that ref, the only thing I will say is there was a time where he was hurt and the round was about to begin, and then they sent him to the corner and it gave him time to recover. Also, what round was the knockout? Was it 9, 10? Somebody tell me the round for the knockout. When was the knockout round? Somebody tell me. Because I don't remember. I think it was 9 or 10. It was in the 10th. In that 10th round, when he got knocked down and dropped the first time in that round, they gave him a long ass count. He was just the thumbnail you see for this video when he was on all fours, like kind of like Ward versus Kovalev when he got dropped. They gave him a long ass count. He got up at like 9. I'm like, damn. So this was a fair stoppage because that count was on some Mike Tyson versus Buster Douglas shit. That he had a good amount of time. Just count it. Just count how long that count was. You know what I mean? It's on Showtime's Twitter. Go watch the video and then see how long it was. Yeah, that Buster Douglas had a long count. Otherwise, Mike Tyson would have won that fight. And then when you see how he fell and crumbled in the second knockdown. So, I mean, Wilder did his thing. He proved a lot of people wrong. And see, like, now I gotta keep reverting back because this is current news and this is what we do on my channel. If you don't like it, there's the door. Abel Sanchez, this fight alone, one fight. Listen, how do you say a comment and within a week and a half, within the next scheduled fight card, you're already proven wrong? Abel Sanchez, let me get to this super chat real quick. A. Barreto, $5 super chat. Ortiz, to be respected, great fighter, came to get that belt. Definitely. I would have loved to see him make Cupid history. Props to Wilder. Ortiz is a bad man. Ortiz, listen, Ortiz didn't really do nothing wrong, and that's another great thing. That's another great thing. It's not even like Ortiz fought a bad fight or he was fucking up. You know what I mean? He did what it just Wilder got that vibrant. I'm so frustrated. I blessed you, Lou. I blessed you not once. I blessed you twice. You know what I'm saying? Ego, a true boxing aficionado. Tyson had Douglas out long count. Yeah, man, I know my boxing, or at least I try to. I try to respect the greats and respect my boxing history. Buster Douglas should have been counted out when he got knocked down. I mean, it might have been an uppercut. I don't remember, but they gave him a long ass count, and he was able to end up knocking Tyson out. But whatever. Luis Ortiz had a long count, pretty long count. So Wilder with that vibranium, crazy. Shout out to Justin Kudo, $5 super chat. Wilder versus Joshua, Bevo versus Kovalev. Hashtag let's see it. Awesome fights. And then since you said those fights, add Jose Uzcategui versus David Benavidez or Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez versus David Benavidez. Excellent fights for 168. Let's get it, man. Boxing is on a roll, and that's why I want to see this do good. But back to Abel Sanchez, back to old media. Y'all want me to talk about old media first, or you want me to talk about relate this to Abel Sanchez's comments? Just say Abel or old media. Whatever I see the most responses for in the next couple of seconds, that's what we'll talk about next, because the fans run this channel. I'm just the people's champ, and we get to talk about what y'all want. Y'all want to talk about old media? Okay, we'll talk about Abel, his comments after. So the thing with old media is they put out all these things about Wilder needs to fight. Okay, just fought someone. You know what I mean? They also throw out, oh, Dillian White. Do you think, honestly, let's do a vote right now. Let's do a real life vote right now. Do you honestly think that the Luis Ortiz that showed up would A, lose to Dillian White, or B, defeat Dillian White? Who basically just put the last name. Who wins, Dillian White or Luis Ortiz? The Ortiz that showed up tonight. Just say Ortiz. All you have to do is say Ortiz, because so people can read it, because people might not remember my options. Say Ortiz or White. Who would have won that fight? Look. King Kong, Ortiz by murder. Look, that's what I'm saying. So once again, old media, the fans that support old media, they were the ones saying Wilder was ducking Dillian White. But I just asked you guys a simple question. Who would win? The Ortiz that showed up tonight, that some of you guys will still try to make excuses for Wilder beating, or Dillian White? That's the guy you said Wilder was ducking. Wilder didn't even get knocked down. Oh, Wilder has no chin. That's the other old media shit that fans are saying. Wilder has no chin. He didn't even get knocked down. He didn't get knocked down. He stood his ground, was hurt, clearly. You know what I'm saying? And he never even got knocked down. It's crazy. But what else did they say? Oh, Eddie Hearn. Remember Eddie? I'm in New York. Nobody really even knows Deontay Wilder. You know what I mean? Saying nobody knows him. Well, this is his second fight in New York in recent memory. Not his second fight total, because he fought Spilka there too. But he fought in November in New York, knocked the motherfucker out. He just fought Luis Ortiz in New York, knocked a motherfucker out. You know what I'm saying? So where's this Eddie Hearn thing asking people in front of a fucking bodega who the fuck Deontay Wilder is? And the fight was sold out, someone said. Shout out to Ricky Williams. So what was the basis of that comment? You know what I'm saying? Oh, no one in New York knows him, but his last two fights. Shall I continue? Old media, they say, oh, no one knows Wilder, but his last viral, this one might have went viral too. And look what's trending. And this is old. If I refresh the page, it might even go up more. Look, Deontay Wilder. Deontay's a trending topic, right? You don't say nothing about Sergey Kovalev. It says Wilder Ortiz trends for you. Wilder Ortiz, and it says Deontay. It don't say shit about HBO boxing. It doesn't say Al Heyman sucks. It's trending. You know what I mean? It says Deontay and Wilder Ortiz. And then you see him right there. I'm in the car, he on the ground, trying to figure out what the just happened. And now he's 40-0. ESPN Sports Center. Let me retweet this. Shout out to the American champs, people. Deontay Wilder walked through hell and back. Career-defining victory. and he works for CBS Sports. Shout out to Brian Campbell. Again, like people, real. He said the same thing I said. He works for Sports Illustrated. Joshua walked through fire against Klitschko. Deontay did that with Ortiz. If Joshua beats Parker, it's time. So what happened to nobody knows Wilder? Nobody in America knows. That's what I'm saying. It's looking shaky, baby. It's looking real shaky, baby. All the people, oh, nobody knows Wilder. Who the fuck is Wilder? Who's Wilder? No one knows him in New York. This is ridiculous. Dan Redfield said the fight was terrible. He couldn't. I don't think he would have said that. So one by one, you notice these guys with old media, these channels that perpetuate what old media perpetuates. One by one, their rationale of thinking starts to get blown out of the water, and the loopholes are exposed in the shit that they tell you. You know what I mean? I just showed you on Twitter. There, no one said Kovalev, McKelkin. They fought in New York, same city. No one says HBO boxing, Bevo Barrera. I mean, that could have been a good fight. I was looking forward to that fight, but the fight of the night for boxing obviously was Luis Ortiz and Wilder. Great fight. Just, man, I'm just happy. I'm happy. Yo, we have almost 1,000 likes. We got to get the likes up though, because we're just under. Make sure y'all smash the like button. It takes a few seconds. Smash the like button. 999. Get this shit all the way cracking. I'm juiced. Ego, check out Showtime Twitter. Cyborg just won. She did first round knockout. Damn. These power motherfuckers is just destroying people, I guess. Man, the stream is getting so popping that it's starting to oh my gosh, look at this picture. Shout out to the American champs, America. That's a crazy picture. Long live the king, he says. He did everything he said he was gonna do, man. He did everything he said he was gonna do. That's a great photo. Make sure y'all go to, if y'all have social media accounts, blast shit like this. Retweet this shit. I'm trying to see Wilder Joshua. We gotta show the power of the people.
I'm sure you're causing all kinds of trouble for lots of different people.
Eddie Hearn, hold on. So, Errol Spence put this earlier. If Kell Brook gets a world title, I'll fight him at 154. And Eddie Hearn says, yes, please. Okay, now that Wilder just knocked out Luis Ortiz, say yes, please to that. Spence, shout out to Spence. But he already beat Kell Brook in one weight class. You know what I'm saying? He beat him in one weight class. So, let's see Eddie Hearn say yes, please to Joshua Wilder next. Obviously, if Joshua gets past his next foe. Is that fair? If you entertaining a Kell Brook fight who already has a loss. Oh my gosh. See, and you know what? Shout out to my dude Wilder, man. Shout out to my motherfucking Wilder, because Wilder is the type of person where so far he's given what he said. He said, I'm the best heavyweight. So until otherwise proven, he's definitely one of them. He said he was going to knock out Ortiz. He didn't do it in 3 rounds. It was much harder than that, but he still did it. And he's what Wilder has done with the vibranium in his hand is he stripped away all the bullshit. Smash the like button. He stripped away all the bullshit. You can't say Luis Ortiz was old because he wasn't fighting like an old man. He looked fresh. He was on his toes. Crazy jab. Went to the body. He should have went to the body more, but good combination punching. He had Wilder hurt in the 7th round. He had Wilder down on the scorecards, not down on the mat. You can't say nothing. You can't say, oh, Ward Kovalev hit him in the nut. He didn't hit him in the nut. So what is old media going to do? They frustrated right now. Just look at this. So you can't say nothing about the stoppage was too premature. He took away all your fucking excuses with this vibranium. Tell me this is premature. Look. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look. You gonna say that's premature? Fuck out of here. You see that uppercut? When did Wilder start shooting the uppercut like that? You gonna say it was a lucky punch? And his whole shit looking like, man, stop it. Look. See, I can show you because this is not copyrighted. Epic, all questions answered. I can show you this shit. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my. Look, he just walked back. And look. Oh my god. Oh my god. So like, I mean, listen, like, let's say, so Eddie Hearn, like, if he's watching or if anyone that represents him, are you gonna say if Gerald Big Baby Miller knocks out someone or beats somebody that Wilder already knocked out years ago when he was on a hot streak? He had knocked out Robert Helenius when he was undefeated. You're gonna tell me that Gerald Big Baby Miller deserves it more than Wilder after that performance? Like, honestly, there is nothing else. New media, true media, stand up. There's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can say. Wilder got vibranium. Joshua's a star. Wilder's definitely increasing his star power. I did a vote earlier, and the people said they would have picked Luis Ortiz that showed up tonight to beat Dillian White. So you can't say he's ducking Dillian White. You can't bring mandatories and all that. Like, you know what I mean? So you're going to say Gerald Big Baby Miller, if he beats a guy that Wilder already knocked out when he was undefeated, Johan Duhapa, you're going to say that a win over Duhapa for Miller is going to be more sensational and earn him a fight with AJ over that performance where Wilder was buzzed, hurt. You know what I mean? If anything, he showed vulnerability, right? He got hurt. He showed vulnerability. So at the end of the day, we should all be pushing for the fight because we want to see it. So Eddie Hearn and Joshua, there's going to be some pressure on them from the fans. People are going to want to see what their next move is. Obviously, he has to get past Joseph Parker, not to look too far ahead. So I'm definitely watching that fight on Showtime. Fighter IQ, $5 super chat, Shmoney Gang. Attendance at Barclays Center for Wilder Ortiz is 14,000, second largest boxing crowd at that arena behind Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia last year. So once again, old media, what is there to say? The fight had action. It was on PBC. Wilder hasn't been inactive. Wilder is building excitement, raising his stock and his profile in New York. So like I said, Eddie Hearn's asking random Samaritans walking by in New York, oh, who knows Wilder? Well, 14,000 people just had the opportunity to see him get another knockout. Wilder has knocked out everyone he's fucking faced. Everyone. His last fight with Bermane Stiverne, which was a replacement to what should have been this fight, was 10,000 plus. You know what I mean? So what could we say? Why do we not get Joshua? If Joshua beats Parker, absolutely that needs to happen next. There should be no excuse. Fans should not demand any other fight other than that, period. You can't say anything about, oh, hey, Gerald Big Baby Miller, he deserves it more. We got to build AJ's online. See, this is the problem, and we're going to see if there's lies being told. Because first it was Wilder needs to fight Dillian White to raise his UK profile. So if Joshua beats Parker and then comes to America to raise his American profile versus Gerald Big Baby Miller in his backyard of Brooklyn, why are we raising if the money's in the UK, why are we worried about now raising Joshua's UK or his USA profile if y'all talking about having to fight in the UK? Looking shaky, baby. We'll see what happens. Shout out to El Rojo, $5 super chat. Where were all those mofos that were saying Wilder's overrated? Keep up the good work, Ego. Shout out to Phoenix, Arizona, 602, hashtag new media. See? It feels great, man, because people are starting to see what was bullshit, what people said that was inaccurate. Truth always comes out, so I don't sweat it. I don't really worry about it at all. And like I said, I'm not dissing Eddie Hearn. I'm not dissing AJ, but that is the fight to be made, and we'll see if what they were saying is absolutely true. There should, mark my words, if Joshua beats Parker, no one else deserves the fight more than Wilder. What are you gonna say? Oh, but Tyson Fury's back. He ain't fought in 2 years, so I don't care if he's back. He don't have no belt like Wilder. Wilder just got a name on his resume. See, it's just like the fans making these excuses. One by one, these excuses keep getting like destroyed. Oh, he needs to build his USA profile or whatever the fuck. No one knows him in New York. Well, he just had cool attendances, 10,000 plus, 14,000, almost 15,000 today, the second highest for a boxing Barclay. This is not the UK, you know what I mean? So because he's not selling 20,000, 70,000 at the Barclay, nobody in boxing is selling that amount, you know what I mean? Including Joshua. If Joshua came to the Barclays, it's not going to sell 70,000. I don't even think the capacity can hold 70,000. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different market. Those are solid numbers, obviously, because they set a Barclay record from what is being said. So, I mean, what can be said now? He showed he's dangerous. He showed he could battle adversity. You can't say his chin failed him because he didn't get knocked out, even when he was on 2 bad legs. There's no guarantee that AJ will sell out the Garden when he comes. See, I hate when people say stuff. Listen to what I'm saying is currently provable. I can prove and pull up numbers for and what I'm talking about. You're giving much speculation talking about AJ will sell. How do you know he'll sell out how do you know? More dumb shit. Wilder got exposed. Listen, when people say stupid shit, just go in on them in the comment section. Mozzie says Wilder got exposed. I'm not doing any hot seats. We got the stream is too jumping to focus on a couple haters and people saying stupid shit. It really is. If I'm still on, or if I do a separate stream and we have more than 800 people in this live stream, so I don't have time to babysit haters because they take too long. Oh, hey, do you want to? And then they start saying stupid. Shave your beard. I'm not doing that. We're just gonna vibe out and maybe later. Counterpunch man down, $20 super chat. He says, bomb squad. He's ready to fly to Wakanda for AJ. Let's see it, man. That's the fight that needs to happen, point blank, period. Hey, if y'all want to see this knockout again, can I get a hell yeah? And we got to get them likes up. Smash the like button, and I'm going to show y'all the knockout again, in case you missed it. Oh my gosh. Why do you guys even try? Mickey Mouse, so I already know you're on some like animated shit. He said, but Ego, can you not agree that Wilder looked poor in the early rounds of the fight? First of all, I don't agree. I don't think he looked poor. Do I think he was losing the rounds? Yeah, I think he was losing a lot of those rounds, but I don't think he looked poor. Like, looking poor is getting your ass kicked. I don't think. What did Ortiz do? Ortiz was sharp and he was outboxing, but it's not like Wilder was getting rocked about and shit in them first 3 rounds. He was just losing. He was getting outboxed. Shout out to Ricky Williams, $5 super chat. AJ, the heavyweight Keith Thurman. Easy fights get made, plain and simple. Wilder proved his mettle tonight. Right now, AJ and Deontay Wilder resumes are equal. That's a good comparison. Their resumes are about even. Obviously, Joshua's done it in fewer fights, but if you take out the quantity and we're just picking out the names and quality, now their resumes are about even. Look at all things considered, momentum, who this guy was, who had a belt, who didn't have a belt, and those different things, and what they've looked like in recent performances. Hey, somebody block Mozzie. Christian, I know you like Mozzie, M-O-Z-Z-Y. He keeps putting stupid stuff. Wilder got exposed by an old guy. See, this what happens. This what happens, like Tupac said, when the fear gets stronger than love. Believe that. When fear gets stronger than love, people start panicking. He's probably some dude from the UK or whatever, and he just keeps, oh, Wilder got exposed. Wilder. No explanation, no nothing. So you're going to say Wilder got exposed by an old guy, even though he knocked his man out. But AJ looked more hurt, or at least got knocked down, however you want to perceive that, took several rounds to recharge, and then he came back and got a stoppage, a spectacular stoppage at that. But he fought a guy coming off a loss who had been stopped before. Wilder just stopped a motherfucker who has never been stopped before and had never lost so far. So, and has a completely different style mixed with aggression, which Klitschko clearly showed you. Does he really pull the trigger at this point against guys who are about his size? Maybe if you're smaller, Alex Lepai and all them, Kubrat Pulev, he can do it. But against guys his size, he struggled his last 2 fights. And he retired. That shows you where he was at in his career. Because why would you retire off of that performance? So, yeah, man, I'm not entertaining like these dumbass comments tonight. I might do a vampire stream, and then we could play the hot seat game. But we got too many people in the stream. We got too much. But Wilder got exposed. No, listen. As boxing fans, we gotta hold people accountable. Trainers, fighters, people in the comment section. Hold them accountable. You know what I mean? When people, Wilder got exposed. How did he get exposed? He had to step up with a tough challenger, a guy who has skill. You know what I mean? And see, the unfortunate thing is this. The unfortunate thing is Luis Ortiz never got opportunities because his name and what he embodies, his brand, presents so much of a danger and so little a price that he was high risk, low reward. Do you know what I'm saying? So realistically, he never got an opportunity until Wilder blessed him twice, right? He never had a real opportunity to fight a Klitschko or AJ. You know what I mean? Of course, Klitschko, who fought out of Germany, long-standing champion, you know what I mean? Tyson Fury's willing to fight him because he had all the belts at the time. You know what I mean? Klitschko's willing to fight AJ because he has a big brand, and they were fighting in Wembley, setting records. You know what I mean? So the win, lose, or draw, he was going to get a lot of money. Luis Ortiz, the ass whooping may come, but you're not going to get the type of payday you get if you fight AJ or whatever. So, you know what I mean? All that, he got exposed. Let's see how many other people fight Luis Ortiz. I don't know if he'll be the same fighter. You know what I mean? I can't really say now, but if a lot of people would have fought Luis Ortiz up to this point, we'll see if they got exposed. And I guarantee you, a lot of them would have been exposed by actually losing in a dominant fashion, probably getting knocked out. Okay, outside of any champion, what fighter would have beat Luis Ortiz? Let's hear it. What heavyweight fighter would have beat the Luis Ortiz that showed up without including champions? Right? What fighter? There's Dominique Brazil, Alexander Povetkin, Bermane Stiverne. You have Dillian White, Amir Mansour, David Haye, Tony Bellew. What heavyweight do you think would have beat the Ortiz that showed up tonight? Not excluding champions. Look what the people. Tyson Fury. He's probably the only one with the 10, but he don't have power like that. And all things considered, he's been out for 2 years, so he's been out of the ring longer than Luis Ortiz is. I don't know. Andy Ruiz didn't even beat Joseph Parker, who most people consider to be the weakest of the 3 champions, right? I don't think Andy Ruiz would have beat him. You know what I mean? So that's my point. You guys could try all you want. Try all you want to hate on it and break. It was entertaining. There's adversity. The seat sold well, set a record for the Barclays, at least for boxing. Ortiz was not playing around. He was sharp out there. 2 judges had Wilder up before the stoppage. I don't think I would have had him up. I don't know. I stopped scoring, but I think I gave Ortiz the first 4 rounds. Wilder got rounds 5 and 6. 7 was definitely a Ortiz round. You could even probably scored a 10-8 round because he was visibly hurt. Maybe some people had a 10-9 round. I don't remember 8 and 9 exactly. Actually 8 I think I gave to Ortiz. So yeah, I probably wouldn't have had Wilder up, but it was pretty close. 4 rounds, the 7th round, 8th round. You know what I mean? 7. I don't remember happening in 9. But yeah, maybe 6 or 7 rounds. 6 or 7 rounds to Ortiz. is probably what I would have had. 6 or 7 rounds to Ortiz, and then let's say 7-5, something like that. I think something like that would be fair. 6-4 or 7-5, something like that is what I had. I'm just doing off the top of my head, so I don't know. I don't remember every single round, but I remember he was up the first 4. That's how I had Ortiz up, and then the 5th round was obviously a 10-8 round. Actually, and that's the other thing that makes it compelling is because Wilder got a knockdown, so it was a 10-8 round. But they might cancel each other depending on how you scored round 7. That could have been a 10-8 round. So it was actually pretty close. But see, this is the thing. If you're really judging boxing, Ortiz, as good as he was doing, up until the 7th round, none of the rounds he had won up until the 7th, of course, none of them were so compelling where he was just lighting Deontay Wilder up. He was winning by, you know what I mean, just like, he was just winning, you know what I mean? Like the first 4 rounds, I had him winning, but it wasn't like he was just like boom, 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 bing, bing, bing. He was just landing the better shots, more active. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So when Wilder, up until the 7th round, Wilder had definitely hurt Ortiz more than Wilder had been hurt. But then when the adversity struck in the 7th round, it was like, oh shit, oh, I don't know about this. You know what I mean? Then it got real good and real exciting. Shout out to Luis Ortiz and shout out to King Kong and Bronze Bomber Wilder, because I love another thing that's great, and I hope you guys are really embracing this, because I'm being, you noticed the stream earlier, I was joking and stuff. I'm speaking from the heart for real. But the thing I loved at the end of this fight is, despite all the shit talking and stuff, they hugged it out, and I think Wilder even kissed him on the cheek or something, because at the end of the day, this is a gentleman's sport. I muy respects to both fighters, and I think it's almost impossible to have a guy push you to that level of competitiveness, right, and then not at least respect him. I mean, that you on some like extra petty shit. If you know a dude gave you that type of work and really like built your brand and helped your brand and resume, you get what I'm saying, and pushed you to that level as in terms of competition, and then you just gonna act like an asshole, like fuck you, you know what I mean? So I love that. I don't like that poor sportsmanship like that. So I loved how respectful they were. Listen, somebody's screaming rematch. Why? He got knocked down 3 times and he lost. Luis Ortiz is not the type of person that you're gonna want to just keep rematching, you know what I mean, and give him the opportunity. Why? Wilder already got through him. It was a tough fight. What's the point? What is that? First of all, see, this is what I'm saying, motherfucker. I just talked about having respect and poor sportsmanship, and I really feel like you left that comment because you're a poor sport. You're like, rematch because you know it's a difficult fight, so you're expecting Wilder to go through it again and hope that Ortiz wins. But that's, come on, man. It doesn't even make sense to fight Luis Ortiz. Let one of these Dominic Brazils, Bermane Stiverne, Alexander Povetkin, you know what I mean, newcomers like Tony Yoka, David Haye, what's the name winner, Tony Bellew, let them fight Luis Ortiz. Wilder's got bigger fish to fry. Like, he got past a tough fight, right? We already discussed that. I already told you from the beginning, fighting Luis Ortiz doesn't do anything for you the way fighting a mega ace side Mayweather or Canelo does. It actually is high risk, low reward, because he brings all of the danger, as you guys seen, all of the danger of a great fighter and someone who can rough you up or whatever, but you're not gonna get a belt from it. You're not gonna get this major paycheck from it. You know what I'm saying? So why, in the pursuit of happiness, like the Will Smith movie, why the fuck would Wilder rematch a guy he just knocked out and knocked him down 3 times? He already got past that. Ortiz failed a drug test, got blessed by the WBC to come back into the rankings. They gave us a classic fight. Let one of these other dudes fight Ortiz now. Ortiz, he stood in the way as long as he could, and then he got stopped, period. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. So Wilder shouldn't, see, this is hate. I know where it's coming from. It's hate. It's hate because you're trying to get a second chance at a tough fight and stuff. But like Anthony Joshua rematching Klitschko, that's different. Klitschko's been a long respected champion who had lost his belt recently, pushed Joshua, but you're gonna get a lot of money in that rematch. So if you're gonna be in a difficult fight, the rematch has to make sense. Like Ward Kovalev, you're gonna get some cool money, and people need clarification. Canelo Triple G, that rematch makes sense. Triple G versus Daniel Jacobs, even that would make sense because they both guys pushed each other, but there'll be some good money in that. You know what I'm saying? Joshua Klitschko, fights like that. Even Andre Durrell, Jose Uzcategui, even though it ended really weird. I don't know what was up with Durrell, but that needed closure. We needed to see because it ended controversially. But Wilder just knocked down Ortiz 3 times and stopped him. And you telling us he needs to rematch him. You hating. Stop hating. We got to stop the hate, people. AJ is the A side. Man, who cares about all that? I want to see the fight. Let's just see the fight. AJ is the A side. He could be the A side, but he should still fight him. You didn't have to respond to that rematch shit. Listen, YouTube has the availability for live streaming for most channels. You can live stream and you can talk about whatever you want on your channel. I address what I see and I address what I want to. You know what I mean? Oh, you didn't have to respond to him. Okay, but I did. Deontay stops Anthony Joshua. We'll see. Let's see it. Let's see it. Yo, let's do a run through. Smash the like button. And let me know where you guys are at. I'm gonna keep telling you, smash the like button. Let's get this really jumping. We still got more stuff to talk about. Make sure you guys smash the like button. We'll do. You know what? This stream is so popping. I want to make sure y'all are woke. Let's do another roll call. 402 Alabama, city, state, zip. Where are you guys at? And then we'll continue the conversation. I want to see who's in the stream right now. I hate the A-side bullshit. Me too. Shout out to Miami, Atlanta, Georgia, Dubai in the building, North Carolina, New York City, 718, Central Florida, Houston, baby, 510 Hayward, the Bronx again, Mississippi, DC. Shout out to Boxing Ego staying up late for this. Man, I'm the people's champ. I'm trying to do this for the fans. I'm trying to do it for the culture. Great fight tonight, so I had to. Seattle, H-Town, Repa, 713-402, Omaha, Bronx, New York, Long Island, 813, Harrisburg, Kansas City, Missouri, 569, Dallas. Let's go, man. California. Smash the like button. Make sure you guys smash the like button. Great night of boxing. I haven't seen the HBO card for everybody asking. Shout out to Michigan, Richmond, California, New Orleans. We'll do another roll call. I'll try to do one before I end this. 850. So we got a ton of people. You guys could keep doing the roll call for a little bit. I'm gonna keep talking about this boxing so we keep our retention. Overall, it's a good fight. Smash the like button. I'll show you the knockout again. If we can get to 1.2, or when we get to 1,200 plus likes, because we're already at 1,100, then I'm gonna show you all the knockout again. For those who haven't seen, if you're in this stream, don't hold it up for everybody. Smash the like button, show that engagement. HBO boxing is boring now. Who watched the Kovalev fight? Anybody? Because I still haven't seen it yet. All right, we got to 1.2. So, as promised, let me show you the knockout. See, I can show you this non-copyrighted version. Oh, wow. Listen, you know it's crazy? Oh my gosh. All that wild shit. After Luis Ortiz starts spilling back, hey, somebody block the guy that said early stoppage, block him, one of my shooters. God's Boxing Corner said the Barclays was lit, my voice is still gone. Block the guy that said it was an early stoppage. We're not playing these games. Ego Army. Well, I don't have time for the haters like that tonight. We got too many people in this stream. Shooters, if anybody's here, look for the guy that said it was an early stoppage, playing games and trying to find a way to hate and snipe him. But anyway, look at how Deontay Wilder, all y'all talk about, oh, he's wild. Look at this wild shot that he threw. Luis Ortiz threw no counters, right? But if this right would have connected, Ortiz would be out. Watch. See, you heard him right there, right? Now watch this wild chopping shot that he throws. If he would have hit Ortiz with this, Ortiz would be like really out, but he missed it. Watch. Oh my god. That's what y'all talking about with that wild shit. He's lucky he was falling. Look, he was already falling back. But if he would have got clipped with that, based on how he was already like falling back, he would have got destroyed. Watch. Right here. Boom. If that would have connected. Crazy. Crazy people. So see again, where's all the detractors and stuff? Look at Wilder. See, again, time reveals all. That's why I don't really worry about it. I don't really worry about what people say. Oh, you're hating. You don't know shit. Because at the end of the day, time reveals all. What happened to all those people that said windmill Wilder? Once again, yes, there were points in the fight where he did throw kind of wild, but how was he made to pay for it in the end? He threw wild and missed a couple shots or whatever, but he does that when you're on death's door. You get what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Wesley Snipes, $2 super chat. They like when Maidana fights like that, though. Exactly. And real talk, Maidana got power, but Wilder got different level power because he's knocking out grown-ass men that outweigh him by 40 pounds. Let Maidana fight, and I love Chino. I really do. But they were talking at one point about Maidana fighting Canelo at 54. That would be a terrible fight because Maidana doesn't really have the style or defense or athleticism to really fight a guy as skilled as Canelo that's already outweighing you. You know what I mean? That's going to be rehydrate much bigger than you. Wilder is knocking people smooth the fuck out and badly hurt. Like, we never seen Ortiz hurt like that. What are y'all talking about? So what happened to all that? Oh, windmill Wilder. See, all this little stupid like gimmicks and stuff that people say. Chicken legs and windmill. Chicken legs is getting it done. He's knocking out 40 people out of 40 people. You know what I mean? Oh, windmill. Anybody super chat? Yeah, we live today, baby. We lit. I don't see anyone that I missed, but I apologize. When all this stupid shit people be talking about, oh, windmill Wilder, but who's made him pay for it? You were in there with a guy who's way more of a sharpshooter than you, right? More of a sharpshooter than you, and you did the wild shit on it, and you still knocked him out. You know what I mean? Wilder does that shit when he gets you hurt. And see, another thing with this windmill shit, remember what I told you. Remember what Paulie Malignaggi told you, right? We both said, and I've said this even before I heard Paulie Malignaggi. I don't know how long he's been saying it, but I seen Paulie recently say it on the Showtime special. But I've already told you guys, Wilder does that wild shit when you're on death's door, when you're already fucked up. You know what I mean? He don't just come out and see, that was kind of why he was losing the fights, because he was patient. See, this is what I'm saying. People always sleep on Wilder. I guess the ability to be awkward and patient and switch it off. Listen, if he would have fought Bermane Stiverne like Spilka, he might have got knocked out, maybe. You know what I mean? At that time, in the first Bermane Stiverne fight when he was a champion. But he was way more patient. And then when Bermane Stiverne got hurt, then he jumped on him and Bermane Stiverne tackled him. It's the same exact thing that happened in majority. Johan Duhaupas got hurt and he seen the reaction. Then he started leaping off the ground and swinging for crazy. Ollie Harrison was hurt in the first round by all right, Mauricio. I'm gonna do a quick hot seat. Oh, never mind. Shooter already got to him. Listen, all that early stoppage shit. You sound stupid. You are the guys that there's a motherfucker that just died like last week. You guys are the type of people that are part of the problem. You want to see guys mortally wounded. It took a 9 count for Luis Ortiz to get up from the first knockdown, well, second knockdown in the fight, but the first knockdown in round 10. It took him 9 seconds. Then he got knocked down a second time, and y'all talking about there's a UK fighter, I think he was from the UK. He won his fight and he died. I don't think he had like a major name. I forgot his name off the top of my head. But anyway, he took just listen to what you're saying. He took 9 seconds to get up from the second knockdown in the 10th round. Then he was getting hit and falling back like Kovalev versus Ward. Then he got hit with a nasty uppercut and his legs just completely buckled and he fell again. And you want the motherfucker to get up and fight again. Like, what do you think? Again, see, this is the thing. It's not like Wilder's a light puncher. You know what I mean? It don't matter how tired you are, how hurt you are. If you're a major puncher and you know that the guy is out like that, like you have him badly hurt like that, then you're probably going to try to put something on him, put him down, be done with the fight. So really, what was Luis Ortiz going to do? Stop playing games. Stop hating. It's not becoming. Just admit when you were wrong. I don't care if you're from Miami. I don't care if you're Cuban. I don't care if you hate Wilder. I don't care if you're from the UK. You love AJ. Just be real. Please, can we do that? Oh, it's a premature stoppage. Okay. Well, you getting stopped prematurely because my shooter's on that ass and they removing you. But try to tell y'all all that. Oh, he was super wild. He's wild windmill and all that. He was fighting a measured, patient fight to a fault. You know what I mean? Because he was like really trying to look for openings and he wasn't really throwing as much because he respected Luis Ortiz. It was evident. It was very evident. You know what I mean? So people just think that, I guess Wilder's a one-trick pony. Wilder was exposed. Listen, shooters, just be on the lookout for all these dumb comments because we have too many people. We still have over 700 people in this particular stream. I don't have time to let ignorance hold up. Like normally the hot seat, we got 100, 200 people. That's, you know what I mean, that's a smaller crowd, but we got way too many people in here to be holding up the stream waiting for just ignorant comments to be answered. Yeah, so like I said, the Wilder stuff, the Wilder stuff, I mean, he's proving y'all wrong time and time again. Y'all think he's a one-trick pony, but he showed he could be more patient because he did it with Bermane Stiverne and he did it with Luis Ortiz because he respected them guys. He probably didn't have as much respect for Gerald Washington or like Archer Spilka or whoever. Shout out to B-Ray, $5 super chat. What do you think of the fight between Badou Jack versus Adonis Stevenson? Great fight, excellent fight. Showtime's killing him. Showtime's definitely killing him. It's a great fight. Badou Jack's a beast. He proves people wrong time and time again. I thought he beat James DeGale. Adonis Stevenson has been due for like a big step up, like a bigger name for some time. A guy with some momentum. Badou Jack is that man. Great fight. Shout out to Michael Lay, $2 super chat. Money gang. Thank you guys for all the support and super chats tonight. I'm lit, man. I'm lit. Not in the sense of smoking, but I'm lit because this was a good day, a good card. I enjoyed it, and I'm just trying to celebrate with y'all. Talk this boxing. All right, let's talk. The moment has come. If y'all want to talk about this Abel Sanchez comments in relationship to what we just seen tonight on Showtime's main event, can I get a hell yeah? Can I get a hell yeah? If y'all want to talk about Abel's comments, I'm going to keep proving it wrong and keep proving it wrong. And if you don't like it, dislike the video and keep it pushing. Or whatever, leave. Ortiz was a boogeyman. All right, now check it. Listen, how is it that Abel Sanchez made some comments that a lot of people had a problem with? And don't try to relegate it to just black people. Not just black people were offended. I've had tons of people that told me, hey, I'm Mexican, and I don't think what he said was right because it was a stereotype, right? And how is it that literally, like, how in a week after you said it or so, you're automatically being countered and your points have been disproven by many of people, I know from me for sure, and by what we witnessed and stuff like that. That's crazy to me. That's like, let's say I'm wanted for a murder and the cops say, hey, where were you last night? And I give them this bullshit story and they disprove my alibi. Hey, you said you were at Macy's and we looked through the cameras and there's no transactions from you. You said you bought some clothes from Macy's. You get what I'm saying? It shouldn't be that easy for the cops to disprove my alibi. You get what I'm saying? And so many people have made videos, including me. So many things have happened. And for those that don't know, someone just asked me, what did Abel say? Abel Sanchez made a statement. We basically said Floyd Mayweather entered the ring as a Mexican, and he left the ring as Floyd Mayweather, basically saying he ran and all this stuff against Golovkin. Then someone asked him about that comment, and Abel Sanchez decided it was best to say, "Oh, that's because black fighters fight in a style that is not pleasing to the fans. That's why they don't sell, because they fight in a style that doesn't please the fans." Which, in essence, kind of a runner style, a defense first style, worried about protecting yourself rather than engaging, running, that kind of thing, right? Clearly, it's not the case. And once again, how is it that a week later we get this great fight with an Afro-Cuban, Luis King Kong Ortiz, and an actual African-American champion, Deontay Wilder, which automatically doesn't fit that bill? It doesn't match the criteria in which Abel Sanchez said it, right? It doesn't. It simply doesn't. So again, my question to you guys is, how is it this easy? How is it this easy to disprove what you said? It's not even just disproving it with words. We just watched Luis Ortiz versus a black guy, a black fighter. You didn't say, minus the heavyweight division, black fighters fight in a style in which is not pleasing to fans. You said black fighters. If at best you should have said Floyd Mayweather, which still wouldn't have been true, but it wouldn't have categorized and generalized a whole demographic of people. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy to me. And then on top of that, you have motherfuckers who get mad at people like me for speaking the real. Oh, you're still talking about what Abel Sanchez said? Yes. Just like I don't get mad if Donald Trump says something to offend Muslims, Mexicans, gay people, or whoever. I don't get mad. Oh, Donald Trump, he's just trying to build a wall and keep Mexicans out and have Mexico pay for it. They're bringing their murderers and rapists. You guys just deal with it. No one, like, who's saying that? No one's saying that. I understand why people are mad when certain things are said by our president of the United States. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Muslim. You know what I mean? I'm not Muslim, but I understand why Muslim people would be angry with some of the stuff he said. You guys get what I'm saying? So how is it when it comes to the black community? It's all, you guys are still arguing about this? You guys are a bunch of crybabies, I tell you. You guys are this sensitive? Really? You know what I mean? And like I said, fuck all that crybaby shit. You monkeys just cry. Disprove it. Prove what Abel said was right and disprove why people are mad. You know what I mean? And like I said, the reason people are mad is fights like this. They already go against the grain. Shout out Luis M. Lepe Cabrera says, "Let it go, ego. You come to Northern California and make me let it go. That's the only way it's gonna be let go. Like, you don't have any control over this channel. So until the day you come to California and make me steer my channel in the direction you want me to steer it in, it's not gonna happen. You have a better chance. I'm just trying to give you all the blueprint. You have a better chance of not coming to my channel if you don't like what it is. That's the best thing you could do. Let it go, ego. I'm not letting shit go. Again, shut up. Don't be on my channel. Again, if Donald Trump says something that, oh, Mexicans, they're bringing the rapists and the murderers, I don't tell anybody, oh, let it go. Let it go. I don't do that. When gay people, I'm clearly not gay, but you know what I mean, when gay people are offended because someone said something that was just super out of pocket, hey, let it go. Let it go. He was kind of right. You know, I don't do that. So deal with it. Shout out to Christopher Lee, $5 super chat. Just logged on. Quick question. Is Ortiz Joshua's mandatory? No, he was conveniently dropped from the WBA rankings, which is stupid because if you think about it, he failed a WBC clean program test, right? He failed the WBC clean boxing program test. They heard his case or whatever and said, oh, okay, what you did wasn't really cheating. We understand. Just next time, don't let it happen again, blah, 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 slap on the wrist. And he just got a fight against the WBC champion, right? And he's back in the rank, or he was back in the rankings. But yet the WBA, who had him as the #1 manager for Joshua, they dropped him completely from the rankings, which is really weird. So the sanctioning body that proved the test and then later like overturned his suspension or decided not to suspend him, they kept him in the rankings, but the WBA, who didn't even find the test, who didn't spend the money on the resources to conduct the test, the WBA is the one that decided to drop him from the rankings and suspend him. Very weird. Very weird. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Shout out to my shooters on deck. Make sure y'all smash the like button. Smash the like button. I'm trying to see how far we can go. I'm turned off of this fight. This was a good fight. Like I said, it was a coming of age fight. Wilder needed to go through it. He needed to show what he was about. And I think damn, y'all gotta be talking like Billy Joe. And I think and I really feel that he proved his case. Joshua Wilder needs to happen. Really no reason not to. There's literally, let's go through it. Somebody name a good example of if Joshua gets past Joseph Parker in the unification, why he should fight Povetkin, why he should fight against Gerald Big Baby Miller, Amir Mansour, Dominic Brazil rematch, whatever. If you think that Wilder should not get the next fight at Joshua, should he get past Joseph Parker, please step up or forever hold your peace. Step up right now and explain what sensible argument you have for the fight being prolonged longer. Like, oh, Wilder needs to get past Dillian White first, or he has to build his UK profile. Let's hear all these excuses that these fans were making a couple months ago in December and November. Please explain that. Let me know how Wilder doesn't deserve this after that performance and after what happened. Anybody? Any takers? Any takers that want to argue of a better fight than Wilder Joshua? And listen, please don't say Tyson Fury. Please don't say Tyson Fury for the simple reason of this. Tyson Fury, great fighter. He can box. He don't have Wilder power. He don't have AJ power. And he's been out of the fucking sport for not one, but two. 2 years. I'm not trying to see Wilder fight Fury or AJ until he starts taking some tune-ups and show you can get past Shannon Briggs and Dillian White, Lucas Brown winner. And then we could talk about you facing champions. But how the fuck you do coke 2 times in a year, failed drug test, disappear for 2 years, and like it's nothing but a shit house and message to the white lifter. You come back, your voice don't even sound the same. I don't know what the fuck you've been doing in the last 2 years. If you come back and your voice is different, God knows what was happening in that 2 years. So how do you just come back and then automatically fans are saying, oh, this is the biggest fight in boxing? You know what I'm saying? That it shouldn't work like that. When fighters take a loss and or hiatuses like that, they probably have to work their way back in the mix. You know what I'm saying? You can't just talk some shit. Been gone for 2 years, failed drug test for cocaine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Failed for some cocaine, and you just come back and talk some shit. A message to the white lifter. I will beat you at 25 stones. And like, you can't just do that. Like, how do you just climb back up the ladder? You took the elevator up. That don't work like that. So once again, somebody please explain what fight is more. And please don't tell me David Haye versus, even if David Haye knocks out Tony Bellew, if Tony Bellew knocks out David Haye, how do they deserve a fight? They're not belt holders. You know what I mean? David Haye rolled his ankles and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Tony Bellew, we don't even really know. Tony Bellew admitted he's not fighting Deontay Wilder because his arms are too long. He went to give me a hug and I realized I was a bit uncomfortable. His fucking arm wrapped around me like a boa constrictor, anaconda. God damn it, I'm not fighting him. After he was talking shit on Fight Hype about fighting him. So, you know what I mean? He reconsidered. We'll just say that. I'm not trying to see Ward fight no fucking heavyweight. So, explain what fight should supersede this. What Joseph Parker's gonna be, if he loses, he's out the mix. You know, Andy Ruiz deserves it more. Huh? You know what I'm saying? He deserves a Joshua fight. There's no more. There's like, is after this performance, Ortiz Wilder, there's nothing else. Like I said, you can't just disappear and message to the white lifter. I can beat you 25 stone. Like, how does that work? Deontay Wilder's talk shit to AJ. So his shit talking don't get him the fight. But Tyson Fury's does. With no belt. And they stripped him of his ring TV belt or whatever the fuck it was. So he doesn't even have any belt. I mean, he might got like a Gucci belt or something. I don't know. Dude, Michael Kors. You couldn't get Michael Kors if you was fucking Michael Kors. That's that Nicki Minaj. You know what I mean? So he has no belts, minus like a Gucci Louis Vuitton belt or some shit. You know what I mean? So how does he shit talk? Message to the weightlifter. First of all, you're nothing but a shit house. And like, now all of a sudden you get the fight. No, it don't work like that. Wilder's talking shit too. You know what I mean? So and I love Tyson Fury. Don't get it twisted. I'm not clowning, but I'm just saying, how do you just jump your way back in line? You know what I mean? Anybody play Nintendo? Mario Brothers? Remember Mario Brothers 3? There's these little treasure chests, and you get these whistles. They're called warp whistles. And then Mario be like, "Yay! It's me, Mario!" And then and then he would take these warp whistles. I don't know if that looked pretty suspect, but whatever. And he'd blow the warp whistle, and then it would let him like travel to the end of the fucking game, so you don't have to play all the levels. You know what I'm saying? That would be the equivalent of Tyson Fury. It's me, Mario. Yay! Are you socking crack? Ego. No, but I'm blocking you. You can't even spell. Shut your dumb ass up. I don't even know why y'all even try me at this point. You guys are getting flamed up. Are you socking crack? What the fuck is socking crack? You better fix your auto-tune before you come to me. Or autocorrect or whatever. Clown Sheep, he donated $2 to the movement. Or excuse me, $10. 5 times 2. I'm a Wilder fan, saw the fight. Question for you, Ego. What do you think Wilder did well, and what do you think he needs to do better, his flaws? Good question, fair question. Flaws, I would say this. Flaws, I think he should have tried to get respect early because he had Luis Ortiz. That's his biggest flaw to me, if I'm thinking about it on the spot. You know what I'm saying? His biggest flaw was Luis Ortiz started to get in a little bit of a rhythm in them early rounds. Ego, my $100 on the way. Send it then. Much love. But anyway, that's the biggest flaw for me. He didn't demand enough respect, and I understand first round especially, filler out. You gotta, but he should have tried to get some more respect. And like I said, easier said than done. It's probably easier to get respect and establish your jab when you're not in there with that person. You know what I'm saying? So he should have been probably more active because, like I said, Wilder was giving up them early rounds really just by being outworked and outboxed and outjabbed. Ortiz had some good body work early, and if he would have picked that up, maybe what he did in the 5th round, maybe he could have did that early in the 3rd round and got the 3rd round knockout, or not even just about knocking out, but he could at least discourage Ortiz early because Ortiz was starting to ascend, like, you know what I mean, gain some traction like a stairmaster. He was starting to get to the top of the stairs, which crescendoed for Ortiz in round 7. So that's the flaw that he should work on. But then on the flip side, the good side is he was patient. He was patient enough to not put himself in any kind of precarious situation to the point where he's gonna get knocked the fuck out early, because that would have been really embarrassing. You know, if he would have got knocked out early. What else he did good? He started getting the jab pumping, and really the adversity. Like I said, I'm different. If you don't know what crescendo is, just Google it, because I'm not gonna stop the stream. You know what I mean? To be Webster's dictionary. Him battling this adversity and this high level of an opponent who was doing well and was sharp and was bringing a great fight to him, I think that's another thing that's really good, because now people can see, like, hey, this is our champion. You know what I mean? It makes people happy to be Americans. Just like the UK fans are happy when Joshua held it down for the UK when he fought Klitschko. This is our moment as Americans to be like, damn, he held it down. He represented the flag well. You know what I mean? The American flag, USA. because he stayed smart enough to not get knocked out, of course, by a guy who's trying to knock him out. Let's not forget that. And then he started picking up the jab. But what I really liked from Wilder tonight was the fact that he fought and he dealt with adversity, and he showed you he can hang on. He can use his wits, his athleticism to regroup and recover and recuperate. And then he came and got a stoppage on top of all that. That has to be respected. Has to. Because I'm going to ask you guys some questions. When Kovalev experienced danger versus Ward in the second fight, what happened? What happened to Kovalev? He got hurt with a right cross by Andre Ward. And then in that round, he got stopped. What happened to Lucas Matisse? See, these are, and I'm purposely naming known warriors and power punchers. What happened to Lucas Matisse when he was in there with Victor Postol, right? Yo, fuck this, my eye hurts, I'm out, right? What happened to Julio Cesar Chavez when he fought from Farah? What happened to Chavez Jr. when he faced Canelo, and Canelo was far more skilled and the weight was probably bothering him? You can tell that he wasn't even trying to beat Canelo. He wasn't even throwing no punches. You can't teach stuff like that. What Wilder did was heroic for his career and stuff. Not like heroic like he went to, you know what I mean, like Iraq and that type of heroic, but it was heroic in terms of like what you would expect from a warrior, that type of heroic. But I could think of a ton of examples. What happened to Victor Postol when he was in there with Crawford and Crawford was beating him? What adjustments did he make? You know what I'm saying? Hey, shooters on deck, just look for people talking crazy. I don't have time. I don't even have the energy to police people right now. Postal got bodied, exactly. So Wilder battling that type of adversity and then being able to come back for it. Like some people are gonna see this. Like I said, I'm a different boxing fan than a lot of these guys, and a lot of them are just haters and clowns. But what people would choose to try to insult someone with and hate and be like, oh, Wilder was exposed. I'm actually celebrating. That's how I operate. I'm not mad that Floyd got hurt in the second round. This is boxing. You know what I mean? People are like, oh, Floyd was exposed. That just showed me that he does have a chin. You know what I mean? People, see, and this is the mind of a casual is so like inferior to real boxing fans' minds. You know what I mean? Casuals come in all shapes, sizes, colors, and all that, but they're like, oh, Tim Bradley has no chin. Why? Because Ruslan hurt him. He's supposed to hurt you. He's a Russian power puncher that eats raw moose liver. He's hurt pretty much everyone he's been in the ring with. He hurt Matisse. Even if he didn't stop him, he hurt Mauricio Herrera. He hurt Chris Algieri. Chris Algieri's eye looked like a vagina. So he hurt everybody. He looked like a fortune cookie. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's what happens. You face a power puncher. You know what I mean? But people, oh, Bradley has no chin. That actually showed that he does have a chin. And it shows that he does have willpower because he was getting melted in them first two rounds by Ruslan Provodnikov. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so easy to flip it on a casual. What they're using to, I guess, insult the guy with, that's actually what real boxing fans are impressed with. You know what I mean? Did you see Chris Algieri's eye? His shit looked horrible. So yeah, I mean, like, there's an old Chris Rock joke, and he was like, I love black people, but I hate niggas, and he was trying to elaborate the difference, and he was like, black people do this and this, and he's like, niggas, he said, they brag about shit they supposed to do. They brag about shit they supposed to do. Like, oh no, I take care of my kids. He said, you dumb motherfucker, you supposed to take care of your kids. You know what I mean? Like, some people brag about shit that they supposed to do. That's what I'm talking about. Like, oh, but, well, I take care of my kids. Like, they're your kids. You're supposed to take care of your kids. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been to jail. You supposed to not go to jail. You know what I mean? You dumb motherfucker. Okay. And that's true. You know what I mean? It's a pretty funny Chris Rock bit. bragging about something you're supposed to do. That's what I don't understand in boxing. Motherfucker, ooh, this Floyd doesn't have a chin because he got hurt by a guy who's supposed to be able to hurt you if he hits you flush. You low expectation having motherfucker. Yeah, that's what he said. Exactly. You know what I mean? Oh, Tim Bradley has no chin. Why? Because he got hurt by someone who's supposed to hurt you. You know what I mean? Oh, Luis Ortiz exposed Wilder. Why? He exposed Wilder by never knocking Wilder down. Listen to the logic. Listen to the logic. Rigo gave up. What the fuck does Rigondeaux have to do with anything? I guess all Cubans and like what does Rigondeaux have to do anyway? See, y'all be on that weirdo stuff. That's like me. Oh, Roberto Duran did a no mas. Who the fuck is talking about Roberto Duran? I'm just saying, hands of stone, Usher Raymond. Like, fuck are you talking about right now? Oh, Rigondeaux quit though. Let's not forget. Okay, he quit. What does that have to do? Because he's Cuban and a Cuban fought tonight. Like, what are you talking about? Anyway, they brag about shit you supposed to do. You low expectation having motherfucker. That's what I'm saying. Oh, Deontay Wilder was exposed tonight. Why? Because a guy who's a good fighter who would have beaten and or given anybody in the division problems that a lot of people didn't want to fight because it was high risk, low reward, gave him challenges. Like, that's why he was exposed. Now, if Wilder went in there and he fought like Glass Joe, because I don't want to insult nobody, but he fought Glass Joe, a guy who had a record of 0-20 or some shit, and then he was getting, and it was that type of fight that was tonight, then okay, that's more so getting exposed because you just fought Glass Joe. Soda Popinski. I think he did that. He did something like that. Man, it was lit. It was lit in the Barclays. So yeah, I don't think Wilder was exposed. I don't think Luis Ortiz. This is the same thing. Oh, people just start saying stereotypes and shit. Oh, Luis Ortiz his chin was exposed. Let Wilder hit you. Your chin will be exposed. Let him do it. You know what I mean? You're supposed to get hurt if Wilder connects. Even if he doesn't connect fully. He got vibranium. What do you... The people of Wakanda and the vibranium? I know. You know what I mean? He's vibranium. What you think people are just going to walk through that and be cool? Like, if I'm walking across a train track and then an Amtrak comes and hits me, what do you think is going to happen to me? You'd be like, oh, fuck, Ego's dead off of, he got hit by a train. I got hit by a train. Where's the surprise? Wilder got cracks. There should be no surprises, people. Shout out to James, $2 super chat. Wilder dangerous throughout the fight, even if hurt. That's a really good comment. See, people are super chatting just to leave great comments. You know what I mean? These are great comments, and I'm glad they're being highlighted through super chat because that's a very good point. Ego, bro, you crazy? I'm not crazy. I just give examples, and I have my own style of giving you guys the information, and I just speak from the heart and real. But that's a good point because he was hurt. His body language was definitely wilted, and he still showed the tenacity, durability, the rose that grew from the concrete to get Luis Ortiz, a dangerous opponent, out of there late in the 10th round. And once again, he stopped. Listen, this is the other thing with the old media and all the fans that celebrate old media and stuff. Oh, Wilder's just fighting a bunch of bums, a bunch of cherry picks. Let's line up for, like, man, I promise you, if y'all want to hear this analogy, can I get a hell yeah? If y'all want to hear this analogy, I'm gonna show you, man. I'm about to break it down. Like, hold on. Let me break it down. If y'all want me to break down this analogy, can I get a hell yeah? Listen. People, especially just regular boxing fans and Samaritans, right? They do too much when it comes to this. Like, people are so quick to, oh, he's fighting cherry picks and bums and stuff. They do it to the point where it's like, okay, come on. Like, at the end of the day, you take this analogy into consideration. If Wilder knocked out 40% professional heavyweights. Now, of course, they're not all like Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, Klitschko, Luis Ortiz, Anthony Joshua. I get it. But it's still 40 grown-ass men. A lot of them, in recent memory at least, have outweighed Deontay Wilder, right? Then people like Luis Ortiz, clearly skilled, clearly more technically efficient than Deontay Wilder. If you're knocking out 40 people, you got power. Because I promise you this, if you go into a bar, let's say a small bar in your city, and the max capacity is like 67, and some of them are girls, I guarantee you, if you fought all those people, you know what I mean, you're not knocking all them people out in the bar. And these are just random average people. You may win a couple fights here and there. You probably wouldn't even win 40 fights, let alone everyone you faced you would knock out. Like, come on, man. Like, so people don't understand that with boxing. Like, Tyson knocked out 19 bums in his first. Okay, he didn't knock out the elite of the elite, but you still know power when you see it. Because, like I said, not near one of us could probably go into a bar and fight motherfuckers who weren't even professional fighters and knock out 40 of them. We could beat their ass and, you know what I mean, knock them to the ground and stuff. But I'm talking about knock them out like Wilder's doing. You know what I mean? I promise you, the average person wouldn't be able to do that, because you're going to have people who are like, especially in the heavyweight division, there's no weight limit. There's no weight cap. You just have to weigh more than a certain amount. But, you know what I mean? So you just mean to tell me no matter how big or small, how tall or fat, you're just knocking out 40? Like, come on, man. Wilder's 214, knocking out someone who is probably at the least 241 what he weighed yesterday. Realistically, he looked bigger than that. He looked bigger today, to me, than he did on the scale. He looked pretty full body, big trap, big no neck having motherfucker. Shout out to Luis Ortiz, man. He did his thing. Yo, if we can get to 1,300 plus likes in this stream, smash the like button. Then I'll show you guys the clip again if y'all want to see the knockout. But we got to keep the likes jumping so I can. Right now I'm starving myself. I ain't ate shit, and I'm starving just to bring y'all this. See, I'm not gonna show y'all the knockout until we gotta get the likes up. But I'm gonna show y'all this. See, if y'all want to see go have a taco, that sounds delicious right now. Don't talk about food, man, because I'm really hungry right. Oh, hold on. Hey, these are pretty delicious. I don't even have that many more. I need something. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna have to eat in front of y'all. You said almost but diddy. What does that even mean? Real talk, ego. I done fought dudes that outweigh me by 50 pounds. I look like Amir Khan in one of them fights, outboxed him until I got caught. See, that's what I'm saying. It's not easy. And see, that's what I'm saying. Like, the internet makes everyone sound super tough. And these white cheddar Doritos, I've never tried them until yesterday. And I've already killed the bag. Like, the bag is like almost gone. But I'm just really that hungry. But anyway, if y'all want to see this, can I get a hell yeah? I'm trying to express. I can't even always show you what I'm referring to for copyright reasons. I can't play fights. But this is not copyrighted, so I can show you. So just put hell yeah, and I'm gonna show y'all. Man, my chips are almost out. I'm so hungry right now. I'm just drinking water. And listen, I promise, these are fucking delicious. I promise you guys, I'm not saying I know everything. I really don't. I learn about this sport every day. I learn from fighters, trainers, fans like you. Shout out to Kenny D, just donated $1 super chat. Thank you very much. Eagles Army salute. But one thing I'll say is check the track record. Check the track record. Anybody was on my live stream earlier today. Anybody. I hope at least one person was. Because I'm going to tell you something. Like I said, I'm not just out here saying stupid shit. Taquitos sound hella good. Stop telling me about food, cause I can't go. Well, y'all want me to drive? It's raining and shit. You want me to drive and stream? Fuck around, I crash into a car. Why is ego paralyzed? That's supposed to happen, you dumb motherfucker. It's a car wreck. Oh. Tortas, stop telling me about delicious Mexican food. I don't know why y'all are doing this to me. Anyone on the live stream earlier? Oakland got some hidden taco truck. Y'all want me to eat Mexican? That sounds good. What the fuck? Anyway, was anyone on my live stream from from earlier? Excuse me. $5 super chat from Joey Whited. I think Tyson Fury has the style to outbox Wilder. Ortiz is a stud, but is old and 6'4". Fury is 28. He's only 28, 6'9", and is super slick. What do you think? I think, in my honest opinion, I think Tyson Fury is a harder fight for Wilder than Joshua. I think Luis Ortiz was a harder stylistic matchup for Wilder than Joshua would be. Again, not saying there's absolutely no way Joshua can win, but I'm saying that's just my opinion. As far as AJ versus Tyson Fury or Wilder, I think they both have a chance. Wilder more so based on some knockout shit. Because you have to understand, part of what made this Luis Ortiz shit a problem is how Luis Ortiz get on his toes. He can really box and he's loose with it, and he's a southpaw. I think that's the biggest thing that makes him so dangerous is he's doing all this, and the punches come from a different angle, just like Pacquiao. Listen, in my honest to God opinion, if Pacquiao was a right-hander, I don't think he would be this phenom as much. And I'm not hating on him because luckily he was born a left-hander. But I think what's given all these, because he's fought probably most people fight majority orthodox fight right-handers, right? I don't think Pacquiao would be as crazy because his bread and butter is his straight left, and getting the straight left, if he was a right-hander, may not have ever been as pristine as what it was for Pacquiao. But it's the fact that he's a southpaw doing all this shit. You know what I mean? There's no way. I mean, I'm not saying no way because Danny Garcia is a right-hander, but he has a crazy left hook. So, the same thing with Donaire. I don't think he's a southpaw, and he has a crazy left hook. So, I'm not saying you can't have a good left hand, but I think with Pacquiao, his left hand is what makes him the most dangerous, and it's because he's a southpaw. Ortiz is doing all that, but against Joshua's stiffer to me, and he's a right-hander, so the punches are coming from a different angle. With Luis Ortiz, the problem is he looked pretty fast to be honest. His hand speed, at least, his hand speed looked kind of quick. Like he was quick on the counter. Like it's that Cuban shit, man. These Cuban fighters are like sharpshooters. Like his reaction time is pretty quick considering how big he is. You know what I'm saying? Because Wilder would like miss or lunge, and then he already threw something. And I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna give you guys an example. Make sure y'all smash the like button. But yeah, the hand speed of Luis Ortiz actually impressed me because I don't even remember. Like he looked like trash to me when he fought Malik Scott. He didn't look that good. But again, people don't understand boxing. Some things like different fighters get up more for the fights, certain fights. You know what I mean? Malik Scott, he probably thought, oh, Wilder knocked him out in a round. This is easy work or whatever. Because even the Tony Thompson fight, I think Luis, to be honest, I'm not just saying this to give Wilder more props because I picked him or no bullshit like that. Please don't believe that. But in my honest opinion, the Luis Ortiz that showed up here looked better than he's looked in a lot of fights. You know what I mean? Like he looked sharper tonight against Wilder than he did versus Malik Scott, definitely. Than he did versus Tony Thompson. Than he did versus Dave Allen. You know what I'm saying? The Dave Allen, like the Luis Ortiz that showed up tonight, the same shape, the same level of commitment, the same sharpness, right? If he would have showed up versus David Allen, he probably would have stopped him earlier. I don't know. Maybe David Allen is just that tough, right? But yeah, someone said since Brian Jennings, I would agree. This was definitely his sharpest performance. You know what I mean? Considering everything and who he was up against and his height deficit, you know what I mean? Hey, shooters, get this Incredible Hulk Well, we gonna hit you with some gamma rays because you talking stupid, talking about Ortiz got cheated. Who cheated him? Shooters, get him out of here. I don't have time. He's just wasting people's time. See, this is the thing. That's the only problem with the hot seat is it's cool and it's entertaining. But sometimes people just want to talk regular boxing, and we've been known for hot seats and stuff. So now they're just trying to look for attentions. Shooters, if anybody's out there, please get this man about here. This incredible Hulk dude. He's just wasting people's time. Imagine Wilder on steroid. That wouldn't even be fair, to be honest, because he's already hitting with the vibranium with no PEDs. But yeah, Luis Ortiz looks sharp. It wasn't really so much that he did something. Excuse me, that he did something wrong or anything. Just in there with the power puncher, who was patient, had the reserves to battle from injury, or not injury, but from being hurt. Ortiz got dropped 3 times. Absolutely. Shout out to War in Spirit, $5 Shmoney Gang. It says keep shining and get some more of those Doritos with this. Man, I really am gonna use your super chat to get more of these. Listen, don't say I never done nothing to you. These are organic Doritos white cheddar. Simply organic. Hey, it says pure deliciousness. That's what it was. Like, listen, it really was pure deliciousness. Like, I ate all the crumbs. Like, bro, I'm glad I don't have to make weight. I'm hungry as fuck. But Wilder punches through your guard. Yeah, Wilder actually, Conor McGregor said, I punched through the guard. Like, no, because you didn't punch through Floyd's guard. Wilder actually punches through your guard. He'll hurt you with shit that's not even like his best punch or like landed the best possible way. Hugh Cypher, another $5 Shmoney Gang. You think Ortiz should just start boxing and keeping his distance from the 10th round on? Did Wilder force the KO? Again, like, I gotta watch it again. I recorded it because I gotta watch the Kovalev fight, Sullivan Barrera, Bivol fight. Sullivan Barrera got knocked out from what I hear, and Kovalev knocked out this guy I've never heard of before, Igor. Yes, master. But I gotta watch all that. I'll probably watch Wilder Ortiz again. Again, I don't think it was really much of what Ortiz did wrong. He's in there with a guy with vibranium. These vibranium Wakanda forever. Like, he's in there with the puncher. So it doesn't matter at any given moment. The fight, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're listen to me, people. If you're a puncher, you always got a chance, baby. Like, that's just what it is. John Molina was definitely losing to Mickey Bay. Definitely, easily. Like, he was getting outboxed, all types of shit. Right? But he got stopped. I mean, he stopped Mickey Bay in the 12. When you got a lot of punching power per division, like, it's not even so much of necessarily someone did something horrifically wrong. It's just dude with killer instinct and crazy power who was boxing well, you know what I mean, recovering from being injured and stuff, and he was a champion. Like, Wilder, he proved a lot to me, man. I'm really proud of dude. You know what I mean? Real talk, real shit. I don't care if y'all take nothing else away from him. Happy to be American, and I'm proud of him because everything they said he couldn't do, he did. Couldn't be the top level guy. You're getting knocked the fuck out. You can't survive this. You're not a real champion. All this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, windmill Wilder, you're gonna get caught with something short. Wilder fought his fight. Luis Ortiz fought a brilliant fight as long as he could. See, I'm gonna give y'all an example, but like I said, I'm not always right. I know this, but just listen to old media, listen to these other stupid ass channels if you want to, about that are, oh, Wilder, he needs to behave differently, and it's just like he doesn't get it. He needs to do this. He's just a windmill Wilder, and listen to all that bullshit if you want, but like I said, not always right, but listen who's right more often. And the people on my stream earlier, the live stream earlier, I told you guys in that live stream, I specifically told you, I said, Luis Ortiz, y'all keep bringing up this, he's 89 years old and he's Ronald Reagan age when he passed, you know what I mean, bringing all this stupid shit up. And look at those people. You look stupid because Luis Ortiz didn't fight like he was old as fuck and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So where are the people? I told you guys that I said this is a tough fight. I also said if you listen to my live stream, remember I said this is the type of fight, like edge of your seat fight. And if you're not spooked, I just literally said this on the stream earlier. I said, if you're picking Wilder and you're not spooked, I said, you're not spooked about Luis Ortiz's chances, or you don't think there's anything scary about Luis Ortiz, then you're probably uber biased. I said, if you're not worried for Luis Ortiz and you just like, oh, Wilder's getting bombed out and it's not going to be an even fight. I literally said all of this. Go back, study the tapes. And I told you guys that this is just that type of fight. I said it's a pick'em fight. And if you're not worried about the other, you just think it's going to be this massive blowout, like all these people are saying, casuals are saying, oh, Wilder is just chicken legs and all that. Okay, it wasn't a massive blowout. It was what I expected, which is a very tough, difficult fight for both fighters. Adversity, who wants it more? Championship level grit and metal. Like, who really gonna come get this? As Wilder calls the belt, Sophia. Who really wants Sophia? And Wilder proved that he wanted it. Shout out to America. Shout out to Ego Army. Shout out to the Ego Mafia. I told you we are the mob. Money on top of boxing. Let's get it. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about. See, I don't just see this ain't old media. I don't just say shit. I can show you what I'm talking about. And the only reason I can't show fights and stuff is, like I said, is copyrighted material. So I'm not gonna negatively impact my account showing Showtime footage or some bullshit. But just check this out. Yo, y'all gotta stop arguing because it's really distracting. Like, you arguing with each other and stuff like that. Who cares? Let's just talk boxing. You guys are arguing, hey, you said a mean thing first. Fucking stepbrothers. Anyway, this is when Wilder, this is what makes Luis Ortiz dangerous. I try to tell you all. He was sharp tonight, and watching this sequence, even as he's being attacked with an onslaught, he was throwing some mean shit, trying to counter Deontay Wilder. I teabagged your jump set. This house has a prison. Like, Mom, Dad, it's Shark Week. Y'all acting like little kids and shit. I teabagged your drum set. Like, you know what I mean? Charlie made me eat white dog poop. No, I will not. Is your name Pam or Pand? Is that with a D? Like, you gotta call me Nighthawk. Like, come on, man. Anyway, back to this. What I'm trying to say with boxing. Luis Ortiz, even when this is the calmness of again, I'm not trying to be on my, I gotta watch what I say and shit. I'm not trying to be on my Abel Sanchez shit where I'm just gonna generalize everybody from Cuba. But what I'm saying is, like, I've seen a large number of Cuban fighters, and see, this my generalizations, I guess, if that's what you want to call them. They're not even like negative. Like, there's no Cuban fighter that's gonna be mad at what I'm about to say. Like, what the fuck you mean we got skill? You try to say all Cuban fighters got skill, bro? You know what I'm saying? But you say, oh, blacks can't sell. That's something different. Anyway, what I've noticed from a lot of Cuban fighters was based on their training, and it's just a lot of Cuban fighters having this immense amateur pedigree. They know how to stay calm in situations where you shouldn't be calm. It's just like a firefighter. You 5-alarm fire, smoke burning out, blowing out, busting out windows and shit. But a firefighter with the proper trainer who's been on the job and been doing this for a while, he could probably react to that better. You'll see people in the neighborhood looking at the fire, they're screaming and shit, oh, because, you know what I mean, they're not used to that. But people who are used to it, no. So that's one thing that's very impressive about a lot of these Cuban fighters is that they stay calm under duress. And just watch, study. Wilder's attacking, he's attacking, violently attacking Luis Ortiz. What's on ES News? What are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about on ES News? But anyway, just watch this. Luis Ortiz is being attacked with an onslaught by Deontay Wilder, but he's still trying to hold his ground and trying to counter with some mean shit. Like, if Wilder were to have gotten caught with some of these counters, it would have been bad business. And I'm gonna show y'all. Here's one. Just watch, study. Watch the Luis Ortiz counter when Wilder thinks he has his man hurt. Watch. See? Hold on. See? Y'all don't know shit about boxing. Okay. Wilder's throwing mean shit. Now he missed. Look. Did you see? Look. Do you see how I wish I could slow it down for you. But he ducked. If he didn't slip that would have been bad. Do you know what I'm saying? Look how quick Ortiz is on this fucking counter, right? And Deontay Wilder with his style, this is what people, oh, he's wild and stuff. Sometimes he puts himself out of position. Watch again. Watch. Wilder missed. And look, he on his Floyd shit. Look at that stance. Legs planted. Left hand. And he's a left hand dominant southpaw. Wilder's out of position technically. But luckily, Wilder slipped this. But watch how quick this counter is. This is what I'm saying. I look at the skill of fighters and stuff. Like, I really analyze this shit. So Wilder missed, like with the miss by a long shot. And watch this fast counter, people. But he missed too. But if he didn't miss, but I'm just showing you how quick he is on the trigger. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you on real time. Hold on. Yeah. See? So again, he missed, but he was already ready to react to Wilder's miss. Even under pressure, even under this pressure. And he's pawing, trying to get him up. Oh. That motherfucker's dancing. Is he possessed? They gave him a long ass count right here too. Look, under pressure. Oh my. Look at this Wilder shot. Y'all talking about premature stoppage. Hold on. Sorry guys, hold on. Look at this shot. Oh, stood his, you see his legs? Y'all gotta study boxing like this. Look at that right that landed, and then look at the reaction on Luis Ortiz's legs. Buckled this shit. Yeah. Oh. See that body language. Oh. And then gets hit with the uppie. Y'all talking about premature stop it. How? Look, that motherfucker looking at us right now. Hey, no, mira, papi. Mira. I know tired yet. Like, you're talking about premature stop. He's looking at me right now. Fuck you, me. Like, does that look like he's ready to look at this face? I randomly paused it. That motherfucker looking. He looking at the, I don't know what he looking at, the snack bar or some shit. Damn, bro, no need to clown Ortiz. Shut up. Fuck. Sick of you fans, man. No need to clown. I'm just saying he's like, I'm not clowning Ortiz. I've given him credit. Anybody who's listening to the stream has heard me give credit to Luis Ortiz. Sensitive mofos, exactly. I've gave him nothing but respect and credit. I'm just telling a joke. Hey, no need to clown him. He put his best foot forward. Hate you millennials. Look at him. I'm clowning the people who said it was a premature stoppage. Does it look like he's capable of dealing with Wilder more? You know what I'm saying? He looks done. Like, stop it. That man looking through the ropes. He looking at the Corona girls. Hey, no, mira, papi, I tried. No, I'm just look, he's not even trying to get up. He can't, look. This is why, man, I hate you fucking millennials. Listen, I didn't even see this vantage point, but check this out. Ortiz, if you really watch it, hold on, if y'all want to hear this good point, can I get a hell yeah? Can I get a hell yeah from y'all, man? Y'all talking about it was a premature stop. See, this is what I'm saying. Old media, all these old weak-ass casual fans, like, it's so easy to disprove them. That uppercut was brazy. Yo, mate, if y'all want to see this, I'm trying to give y'all some film study from my point of view, at least. Get the likes up. Let's try to get to 1,400. likes. I'm gonna try to show you what I'm talking about to dispel all the people hating and talking about it's a premature stoppage. Let's try to get to 1,400 likes. And can I get some hell yes? Smash the like button. Shooters, tell people to smash the like button. We working today, baby. I'm working overtime. Okay. After this onslaught, I'm gonna show the video. Smash the like button. Since y'all telling me what to do, y'all smell the. I don't go to church like that. But anyway, I'm gonna show y'all again. This is the final knockdown. Y'all saying some of y'all were saying it was a premature stoppage, but I'm gonna show you. The ref is standing over. Luis Ortiz is looking outside. I don't know if he's looking at his corner or something, or the Corona girl's ass, or whatever he's looking at, right? And the ref is standing over him like this, and he's not even making an attempt to get up. And he's not even looking at the ref, so he couldn't have even seen the ref even waved him. You guys tell me, does it look like he could have even seen the ref wave him out? Because it looks like he's just looking at his corner for the whole time. So he's not even making an attempt to get up. And some of y'all idiots, in an effort to discredit Wilder, right? You're trying to say that it was a bullshit stoppage. It's crazy. Easy to disprove. Watch. This is after you already. Hold on. Let me show y'all knockdown. Look, he was still trying to counter, still fighting back, but Wilder was just hitting him with the onslaught, covering up. Wilder trying to get that vibranium off. Oh, that was a good one. Back, fucking him up. See, y'all keep saying, "Oh, Wilder, windmill Wilder." Look, he dancing. I'm in the car. He on the ground. Now watch. Tell me after he gets knocked out if he's even looking at the referee. Does it even look like he's looking at the referee? Oh my gosh! Look, body language. Look. Okay. So right now the ref is calling it off. Look, his head is down. Y'all talking about premature stoppage. Referee is right now waving it off. Look, he waved it off. Look, he's not even looking up. He's making no attempt to get up because he's that fucked up and hurt. Look, tell me if he's ever looking up at the ref. He just knows the end is there. Hey, you can't pay. You talking crazy? Talking about let's see it. Talk is cheap. You about to get knocked. You go get knocked out like Luis Ortiz. You go get knocked out of this stream. Talking crazy. Let's see it. You go find it yourself then. If you're gonna be disrespectful. But anyway, he's not even looking at the ref. Ref's counting him out. His head's down. So he doesn't even know he's really being counted out. He's just failing to get up because he's hurt. Look. And then now he knows it's over. But he wasn't even making an attempt to get up. Oh, he's talking to someone else? Okay, cool. My bad. I apologize. So yeah, I mean, he wasn't even making an attempt to get up. So you can't say it's a bad stoppage. Look, Wilder was hitting him with some mean shit right here. Watch his legs. Right here. Right here. Right here. Oh. 3 punches. Wilder dancing and shit. He was done. Watch. Look, he got hit with that. Look at his body language when he gets hit again. Look, falling over. Watch. Look, drop from the uppercut. You can't see it from this angle. Doesn't even look up at the ref waving him out. He just knows he's done. And Wilder over here, looking at the crowd. So all the people hating on Wilder talking about it as that stoppage was premature, bro. You gonna have to, like, y'all gotta come with better arguments. point blank period. Tonight was Wilder's night. He did his thing. That's it. Luis Ortiz tried. Good performance. Definitely had some oh shit moments. He was done. I mean, I can't see it no other way. I can't see it no other way. Yeah, stop making excuses. Oh, Wilder was... No. Listen. If y'all get to 1,400, I'll show you a close-up of the uppercut. We need 1,400 likes. Smash the like button. I'm going overtime right now doing this. I'm starving. Y'all help me. I'll help y'all. I'll show y'all the uppercut. If this what you want? His style sucks. LOL. Well, you fight him. See, 2018, nobody's really worried about talking. Nothing to talk about. If you're in the stream, smash the like button. Jack Don, more hating. Shit, Wilder claimed he gonna KO Ortiz in the third. So, Triple G and Canelo claim they're gonna KO each other, or at least Abel Sanchez and Canelo, and neither one of them hit canvas or got knocked out. So, what do you gotta say about that? Shit happens. Love Wilder's wildness, makes shit exciting. How can you hate that? Wilder would not want to fight Fury. He's already said he wants to fight Fury. See, but whatever. I mean, see, this is crazy thing about boxing. People are so, oh, Wilder wouldn't want to fight. Fury is the one that has to watch out because he's been inactive. So you mean tell Fury to fight Wilder in his next fight? No tune-up. He said he'll fight Joshua. No tune-up. See, this the fans can't fight for you, like Floyd said. It's funny to me. The fans are always so brazy and bold and shit like that. But tell Tyson Fury to fight Deontay. I would support the fight fully. I would promote the fight. So you tell Tyson Fury to do the same deal he said for Anthony Joshua, who he's given more praise before the Luis Ortiz fight. Tyson Fury says he thinks Wilder will knock out Joshua, and he's given him praise that he's improved his style. You tell Tyson Fury, since the fans should be running the sport on what they want, let's see it. Tell Tyson Fury, you said Wilder doesn't want it with Tyson Fury. Okay, tell Tyson Fury to do the same deal he wanted with AJ, which is take no tune-ups, fight at 25 stone or whatever weight you want, and fight Wilder next. Why are you gonna fight with no tune-ups for Joshua, but you won't do a fight with no tune-up with Wilder? Because you know Wilder got cracks and he's a different animal, different style of animal than AJ. Not saying AJ ain't an animal, but they're clearly two different styles of what they deliver. Wilder just fought the most avoided fighter. Nobody ducking Fury. That's what I'm saying. And see, even fighting Tyson Fury, he beat Klitschko. So there's at least I lost to a 6'9" giant that beat Klitschko. That's still better than losing to Luis Ortiz, because at least you get some money fighting Tyson Fury because he's a good sized name, especially if you're fighting the UK. You get what I'm saying? So it's funny to me that the fans are always the ones that have all this stuff to say, and oh, Wilder's he's afraid of Fury. Okay, well then tell Tyson Fury to fight Wilder next. He said he'll fight AJ, no tune-ups. So if AJ doesn't want to fight Wilder, which really should be happening next, then tell Tyson Fury to fight him next. Wilder proved himself, man. Very impressed. I want to see Joshua Wilder. It needs to happen. Really, it really needs to happen. Ray Cuban wants the hot seat. Who is that? Listen, this is funny to me. Your name is Ray Cuban TV. A Cuban fighter just got knocked out, and your comment is Wilder sucks. 44 years of age, and he was losing the fight. So where's Luis Ortiz's birth certificate? Right, Mr. Cuban, Ray Cuban TV. How do you know? You was in Cuba with him. How do you know how old he is? Because the box rec and all that shit says he's 38. Second of all, Wilder sucks and all this stuff. Why did Luis Ortiz touch canvas 3 times? Mr. Wilder sucks, and then get stopped, right? And Luis Ortiz got dropped 3 times, and then he got stopped. This is what I'm saying. Like the hating casuals is like they don't stop. They just keep coming. No matter how ludicrous it sounds, Wilder never touched the canvas. He was tested. He was hurt, but he never touched the canvas. And you're saying Wilder sucks. Those punches, okay, I'm not. He said they're rabbit punches. Bye-bye. I can't even listen. I can't even when the conversation shifts that stupid and your name is Ray Cuban and a Cuban guy just got knocked out, then I'm just gonna chalk it up as we gotta block you. He said they were rabbit punches. Who's getting knocked out by rabbit punches? Man, the hate is gonna come. It's what it is. You know, like Banks said, go ahead, switch the style up. If niggas hate to let it hate to watch the money pile up. You gotta do something, baby. I run boxing, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all take Wilder, nigga. Banks told me, go ahead, switch the style up. If niggas hate to let the bait and watch the money pile up. I heard Rick Ross in the hospital. You gotta do something, man. No, that's kind of fucked up. I didn't say that. Take that back. Actually, the reason I said that is because 50 did this. 50 Cent posted a pic. Okay, Rick Ross, all this news print was about Rick Ross being in the hospital, possibly on life support or whatever, right? They said he's not, his family's saying he's not on life support. And 50 Cent is so savage because he's beef with Rick Ross. He posted a picture of Ivan Drago, and everyone's obviously speculating if he dies, he dies. Like, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. You gotta do something, baby. Get rich and die. Make it hot. That man said if he dies, he dies. Yo, can we get to 1,400 likes? Where are we at? I just see decimal points. All I see is decimal points set. You gotta do something, baby. I'm trying to get to 1,000, nigga. Trying to get to 1,400 plus likes. We just jamming. Someone said I can't like no more. Crazy stuff, people. A great night of fights. Oh my gosh. Hey, this is what I like about Wilder. Wilder be throwing hard as fuck. Just watch. Watch how hard he threw this right hand. He be putting his whole state into these fucking punches. He put that Roll Tide into these, but Alabama into these punches. Watch how hard he throws this right. This is just his first right. Like he's throwing, like, you know what I'm saying? He's throwing like right there. Like he's trying to decapitate you with these punches. What happened with Charlo and Jacobs? Hey, this is funny. That's hilarious. Charlo, I heard him. He was like, "I'm in the Barclays. What's up?" And then I guess Jacobs was like, "I'm in the Barclays too. What's up?" Like, I don't know what happened. What happened with the Charlo? That's a good fight, man. Charlo versus Daniel Jacobs, a really good fight. How bad did they get into it? I mean, was it worse than when Charlo's and Demetrius Andrade have gotten into it in the past? Boxing is lit. Fuck this. Jose Uzcategui beat Andre Durrell, then called out David Benavidez, who was there. Like, there's some good fights that can be made right now. I like the Charlos. I like Jacobs. Jacobs was my man. I don't know who I'm picking. I don't know. Cause like, see, this is the thing, man. People in boxing, and this is no diss to the Charlos. Like, I've interviewed them. Great dudes. Like I said, I really fuck with both of them. I like their demeanor. I like the whole movement. Keep rid of your mouth and lines only. I like all that. Only thing is boxing is a what have you done for me lately sport. You know what I mean? So ultimately, when someone moves up, unless you like Floyd Mayweather, where it's just like a given, you'll probably do well in this new division. You still gotta wait and see. And like I want to see how Charlo looks versus Hugo Centeno. That'll be better than his first fight. You know what I mean? Like the Jorge Sebastian Highland, and then Jacobs would be a step up, in my opinion, than Hugo Centeno in terms of what he's accomplished, his build, his style of fight, his power, his athleticism, his leg. You know what I mean? So it's a good fight, but I keep it consistent. It's not a Charlo thing. This is an everybody thing. When guys move up, you don't know. You know what I mean? Like Lomachenko, he gets a lot of praise for shit he hasn't even accomplished at 135. Can he beat 135 verse? Absolutely. But he hasn't done anything at lightweight for me to just know automatically he's the same dude. Because as you move up, things change, power change, stamina might change. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Terrence Crawford. I have very high expectations for Terrence Crawford. I think he could be atop of the division, possibly, at 147. I think it's between him and Errol Spence Jr. But I still got to see. I got to see how he looks versus Jeff Horn. You know what I mean? I can't just say, oh, Crawford, absolute. I mean, I can make a forecast, but I can't absolutely say with all certainty, oh, he'll whoop on Keith Thurman and he'll whoop on what's his name, Errol Spence, without seeing at least one fight, like a Jeff Horn or something. Even though I think he'll do really good, I would, if I had to just gun to my head right now, I would pick Crawford to beat Keith Thurman. Errol Spence, I don't know. I don't know who would win that fight, but I would pick him to beat Thurman. But again, I could be wrong because I don't know how Crawford manages the weight, how he takes a shot from, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just different. So Charlo, he's hungry and he wants to prove. So he'll have to prove. Now, you know what the fucked up part about boxing is, and it's been this way since Jack Johnson and shit. Go Google the Black Murderers Row. Y'all could think, oh, black people just cry. Like, say whatever you want. This is an actual thing. Google the Black Murderers Row. And it's where basically the feared black fighters had to end up fighting themselves. This is just in a nutshell. Had to fight themselves, right? And then the Rocky Marciano or something could fight after that. You know what I mean? After they already attacked each other and went to war with each other because they were avoided. So the black fighters had to fight themselves, right? That's what could end up happening and I see it from the fans already. That's what it sounds like they want to happen at middleweight. So what I mean is Canelo and Triple G just went 12 rounds with each other. They might have a mandatory named Jermall Charlo if he wins his next fight. So the winner really should be facing Billy Joe Saunders, if not their mandatory. If it's not Billy Joe, it has to be the mandatory. And the Billy Joe's only going to save you for one fight because after that you're undisputed. Then you should be looking at mandatories and other big fights for boxing fans, right? So what they're going to try to do, I've already seen it in motion. You notice anytime I'm going to tell you how this game works. I've seen it. It's been proven. I have a popular everything. Not to sound cocky, but like I have a good sized following, I guess you could say, on YouTube, Instagram, and I just see it. I see it in the commentary, the comments, I guess. And what's going to happen at middleweight is this. If you tell Triple G he needs to rematch Daniel Jacobs, right? You'll have a bunch of people from the peanut gallery, the usual suspects, old media, and they'll say, no, Jacobs already had his opportunity. No, there's bigger fish to fry, Billy Joe Saunders. Okay, whatever. That's one fight. Then after, why can't he fight Jacobs if Jacobs beats Selecki and all this, right? But when the same people, they're going to tell you that Jacobs versus Jermall Charlo is a great fight, which, don't get me wrong, it is a great fight. But you notice they have to fight each other. And then let's say hypothetically, just hypothetically, because I don't know who would win Jacobs versus Charlo, but let's say it's Charlo, right? Charlo beats Jacobs. Then they would soon rather see Charlo face Demetrius Andrade, right? Oh, why doesn't he fight Boo Boo? But what about the other top guys? Oh, he doesn't deserve Canelo. He doesn't deserve Triple G. You know what I'm saying? And again, like I said, Black Murderers Row. People are gonna prime and pump Charlo and Jacob, especially if they're talking shit to each other, had some kind of run-in at the Barclays and shit like that. They're gonna prime that. They're, oh yeah, great fight. Don't get me wrong, but it's also a great fight for Triple G to fight Charlo, for Jacobs to get a rematch versus Triple G, for Jacobs to fight Canelo. But herein lies the problem for those old media fans, the casual fans and stuff, is at the end of the day, the guys that they want, that they know would have, at the very least, a tough fight with these other guys, these guys that are more or less expendable, that they don't care about as much. You know what I mean? With those fighters, they'd rather see them fight each other, knowing it'll be a good fight. Like, here's what I'm talking about. And you guys know what I'm talking about, the types of channels, the types of boxing writers, and the types of everybody that commenters in the YouTube stratosphere that perpetuate this shit. Notice when Keith Thurman, a black fighter, biracial or whatever, but black, right, fights Sean Porter, everyone just marvels at how good it is, right? Oh, great fight, great fucking fight. When it happened, right? Everyone's like, yeah, that's a good fight. Nobody really complained. But put Keith Thurman in the same sentence as Manny Pacquiao when Pacquiao had that WBO belt. Then you'll hear a bunch, oh, Pacquiao's nothing to prove. What has Keith Thurman done? And what? Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman wouldn't be an action fight for you. You know what I'm saying? So you have no problem with Sean Porter fighting, but if Keith Thurman wanted to unify, which he did against Manny Pacquiao, you know what I'm saying, when he had the belt after Jesse Vargas, they're gonna make a million excuses on why that shouldn't. Why should Pacquiao fight one time? Because they know there's a hint, at least, an element of danger. That's why. Same thing with Triple G facing. That's why they started turning into businessmen. Oh, Triple G should just fight Billy Joe Saunders. Because you probably feel Billy Joe Saunders. Okay, let's put it this way. Who doesn't feel Billy Joe Saunders? I'm not saying he can't beat Triple G, but who thinks that Billy Joe Saunders, his style for Triple G is harder than Charlo or Daniel Jacobs, who's actually fought Triple G? Is there anyone that subscribes to that belief? Does anyone think that Triple G, if he gets past Canelo, will have more issue with Billy Joe Saunders than he would with Jacobs in a rematch or Jermall Charlo? Because I don't believe that. So once again, who thinks Billy Joe Saunders gives Triple G a tougher fight in layman's terms? You got to engage Triple G. Exactly. I really think Charlo and Jacobs are tougher fights than Billy Joe Saunders. Again, I don't know. Canelo might be able to beat Triple G, to be honest. I'm picking him to beat. I think he can beat him. But let's say Triple G does beat Canelo. Then I almost can guarantee you, if Triple G retains his titles, they're going to pursue back to the legacy. Yeah, back to the unification. You know what I mean? Even though, in my opinion, the better fight for... If what Abel said was, this is why it's all politics, people. Abel was talking about, oh, black fighters, stylistically, they don't really sell because they can't put on action style performances and defense first and stuff. But you're willing to fight the guy who's going to, for lack of better words, and I hate using this because I respect Billy Joe Saunders and I don't want to sound like I'm stooping to the level, but this is what fans call it, the casuals. For lack of a better term, I promise you, if Triple G beats Canelo, I honestly see their team pursuing Billy Joe Saunders, who actually exhibit, at least in his last couple of fights, more of a runner style. Or at least when he fought a power puncher like David Lemieux, he showed more of the runner style, the black style, the style you said was black, than Charlo. I really believe that. Someone says, wow. What are you wowing about? What is wow? What do you disagree with? You know what I mean? I honestly believe Charlo versus Triple G, no matter who won, I think it'd be more action. All right, Daniel, do you accept the hot seat? He says casuals are anyone who disagrees with ego. Now that you want to talk slick, then you tell me what you disagree with. You got one response because we got to get these hot seats out. So your next response, make it your best response. So you said, I think anyone's a casual who doesn't agree with me. What do you disagree with? Please tell me. And please speed it up so we can keep this stream flowing like a river. What do you disagree with? Come on, Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Where you at, damn Daniel? Back at it again. Shooters, just count to 15. If Daniel has not responded, because I don't want to do too many hot seats because they're just really a waste of time when we have this many people in the stream and people are stalling. We know what they do. So shout out to the fans, Eagles Army, for putting him on the timer. Just keep going. If he has not responded, then get him out of here. His name is Daniel. He has a picture of something blue. He's seeking attention. I know. That's why I can't allow him to hold up the whole stream today. We got too many people still in here to sit and wait. You know what I mean? If it was a vampire stream or something with less people. Okay, shooters, they're doing the countdown. It's getting close. He still hasn't responded. You know who caught the L. Anyway, so I'll keep going. I really feel that now, like I said, if Triple G if he beats Canelo, then they're going to go back to, we want to unify or move up to 168, which would be foolish. You begged for competition at 160. So I hope they don't move up to 168 now. Why didn't you move up when Andre Ward was there? You know what I'm saying? So it might as well just stay at 160. You've been here your whole career. Why move up now? You know what I mean? And again, to me, despite what Abel said, it actually counteracts it. Because I think the black fighters at middleweight, at least the top ones, would give Golovkin more of an action style fight than Billy Joe Saunders. And the top ones, what I'm talking about is Daniel Jacobs in a rematch or Jermall Charlo. Again, I have no problem, no beef with how Billy Joe Saunders fought against David Lemieux. Be perfectly clear. But then again, I'm not a casual. I'm not the one who's out here calling people runners and defining a black style or a Mexican style. I'm not the one who's like using these terms or chastising people who fight any type of way. I'm not saying I'm saying fight to win, whether that's like run and counter and pot shot. And I don't even use run, but you guys get what I'm saying. So that's my whole point. I think Charlo would be a more intense fight for Triple G. But watch them pursue Billy Joe if they get past Canelo. It's just like, honestly, it's just like what Top Rank's done with Pacquiao. It's just like what they're doing with Lomachenko, where you see it coming a mile away. Yeah, Pacquiao might fight Broner, Mikey Garcia, Matisse, Danny Garcia, all these great fights, and then he fight Bradley a third time. Like, the writing's on the wall. And see, that's why old media, they keep getting smoked, because they don't see it. They don't see it coming. And they just keep subscribing to the same bullshit that's easily to disprove. Or in a matter of weeks or months, it's going to be disproven. Shout out to T Breeze, $10 Shmoney Gang. Ego, tell me why people talking about Wilder trash, but he stopped Ortiz and AJ and Hearn choose to fight Parker, who I don't think beat Fury. Oh, Huey Fury. I was confused. I was thinking Touch Fury. Light-fisted ass over Wilder. I mean, I can't tell. I don't think that. I don't agree. I wanted to see the Wilder fight. If Joshua and Wilder happened tonight, that would have been great. If we didn't need to see Parker and Luis Ortiz, but Luis Ortiz was chosen after Joshua him and team opted to fight Joseph Parker. Wow. Someone says the Charlos fought Jacobs' crew is lit. Oh, wow. It's cracking. Damn, I should have went out to the Barclays if motherfuckers is getting jumped. No, I'm just playing. Ego, you think Billy Joe Saunders is going to fight the Canelo Triple G winner? Yes. I do think that. I strongly believe that. Whoever, if it's Canelo, okay, because if Canelo beats Triple G, who wants to see Canelo versus David Lemieux now? You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you look at the black murderers row of the middleweight division. Those are all dangerous. It's like Daniel Jacobs and Jermall Charlo at middleweight. They are to their division for Canelo and Triple G what Luis Ortiz is to the heavyweight division. Guys who could potentially kick your ass or beat you on any given night. You know what I mean? The top guys could beat them hypothetically or possibly. I guess is a better word. But they're not going to give you this like, oh, I give you a UK demographic or mega millions. You know what I mean? Shit. If Canelo Triple G winner doesn't fight Billy Joe Saunders, then I think maybe they fight each other in a trilogy. I see both of those being more. I just have to see how what the outcome. If it's a, bro, listen. If Canelo and Triple G ends in a draw, I'm not watching. I'm gonna be so pissed if I'm not trying to make threats because I gotta see how it plays out. But if Canelo Triple G 2 ends in a draw, I'm gonna be pissed because I'm not trying to see a trilogy. One of them needs to be good enough with their adjustments to the point where they win convincingly. And it's not even that I don't want to see a trilogy. I don't want to see it immediately. I don't want their whole careers to be tied up fighting each other next. You know what I mean? So hopefully someone pulls away. We got another super chat, people. Raymond Baez, $10 super chat. Talk about Mayweather last 10 fights were trash, and you say he's a GOAT. Like, listen, I don't understand why you super chat to say something stupid. Like, you gave me $10 to say something stupid. That doesn't even make sense. You millennials is crazy, man. You gave me money to say something stupid. I don't know if you want attention. Maybe you're rich. I don't know. But I just know I'm not giving nobody my hard-earned money to say something stupid. Here's a super chat. Let me say something that's fully retarded. I mean, thank you, I guess. Like, damn, he balling. He buying out the bars and shit. He got hella bread. And if you got bread to give me $10 to say something crazy, then that's whatever. He said that Mayweather's last 10 fights are trash. But since you paid me, right? You know I gotta get my money, man. But since you paid me, I'll end. Floyd Mayweather. His last 2 fights were trash. He fought Conor McGregor 1, Berto 2, Manny Pacquiao 3, Marcos Maidana twice, 4, 5. Canelo Alvarez when he was a champion in a higher weight class at a catchweight of 152 and undefeated, 6. Robert Guerrero 7, Miguel Cotto 8, Victor Ortiz 9, Shane Mosley 10. So once again, so basically you said Shane Mosley to Conor McGregor was garbage, and before that he fought Juan Manuel Marquez, and you said Floyd's last 10 fights were garbage. Keep paying me money, please. Pay me money to say stupid shit. I'll go over your question. I'll read it to the crowd. I mean, if that's how you get your rocks off. Anyway, that's what I feel about Canelo Triple G. I think they're gonna fight in a trilogy if it's close or split decision or some bullshit, or go after Billy Joe Saunders. Because right now, Jacobs and Charlo are to the middleweights what Luis Ortiz is to the heavyweight division. And luckily, Wilder was man enough to step up and challenge him. He's the boogeyman. And part of him, Luis Ortiz, being the boogeyman was because he's good, he's strong, he's powerful, he's a southpaw, he's focused and confident. He was well-schooled, but he's not giving you the mega millions. You're not going to earn the Luis Ortiz lottery, but you could earn the Luis Ortiz schmoke, depending on how you fight him. So you might get that schmoke, and it could be a tough as hell fight, but you're not going to, like Joshua Klitschko, okay, he got knocked out by Joshua, but he made career high money probably. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Joshua. If he would have lost to Klitschko, there probably would have been a rematch clause, and you made career high money. Luis Ortiz, you're probably not going to get career high money, and then on top of that is a dangerous ass fight, and that's what Charlo is and Jacobs. There's money in those fights for sure, but you know what I mean? If Canelo and Triple G fight each other the third time, there's probably arguably more money. Hold on. Shout out to my shooter, J-Dog. He says, Charlo said he don't want to fight Centeno no more. He wants to fight Jacobs. Wow. Well, most fans would probably say it's a better fight, but I don't know the logistics on something like that. I've never seen that happen, where the fight really got postponed. Yeah, you can say it's a better fight, but is that really? No, actually, never mind. Listen, I just thought of something. Everybody slow your roll. Charlo said he got money. He not taking no step aside money. Damn, he talking that cash shit. I like that. Keep doing your thing, Charlos. But listen, hold your brakes with all that because a lot of people are like, oh, it's a better fight. Yeah, he needs to do that. Listen, it's not going to happen. The reason, at first I was like trying to entertain it, see if it could happen. It won't happen. And I'm going to tell you why. If y'all want me to tell you why, can I get a hell yeah? And can we get some more likes? Please smash the like button. We cracking. We've been on, I don't even know how long I've been on. I'm going to explain why this is not feasible. Smash the like button. Let's go. Shout out to Daniel Jacobs, the Miracle Man. Shout out to Lions Only. All right, this is why it won't happen. At first I was like, maybe it's a better fight for the fans, yeah, but okay, Hugo Centeno already got the fight with Charlo. That's a WBC fight. They ordered that fight for the #1 position. So even though Charlo is saying, oh, hey, no, I don't want to fight, does that make business sense to pull out of a WBC eliminator? Because if he does, then he'll probably lose his spot in line, and they'll put Hugo Centeno Jr. in with the next highest ranking middleweight. That's one issue. So I doubt this would happen. Second of all, Showtime already added it to the April 21st card. So it has only been postponed. So you're going to have a completely separate fight and say, fuck my other dance partner who was supposed to fight you and he just got injured and it just got postponed. The third reason is, this is the most important. Daniel Jacobs has an HBO date against Mads Sulecki, right? He's going to be fighting Sulecki April 29th or whatever the date is. Do you get what I'm saying? So not only if the Charlo cancel the Hugo Centeno fight, you're canceling a Showtime fight on a Showtime card, but you would also have to cancel the main event to HBO boxing, and they only have they only have 2 fight cards on the books right now. HBO just had a card today. You know what I mean? They just had a card today, and that was the one of the 3 cards they had. Now that the Kovalev card is over, HBO only has 2 fight cards on the books, and one of them is Daniel Jacobs, the other one is Canelo Triple G. So that wouldn't happen. It just, the business sense doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Because you're canceling 2 networks, you're compromising 2 networks' fight cards, and one is HBO's only fight card. So that, okay, put it this way: if what Charlo is suggesting happened, and HBO only has 2 cards as of right now that are already officially done, then that means HBO boxing with this new canceled card with Daniel Jacobs, they would only have Canelo Triple G between now and May 5th. It's not gonna happen. So it would have to happen after that. It's a good fight. You can say it's a better fight than Centeno. It's not gonna happen because, like I said, you too many people would be involved with the cancellation. 2 different networks. See, it's funny when fighters do that because I understand what they're doing. They're competitors, so you know what I mean. They're doing it from a place of like, man, fuck that. It's like when Lomachenko offered Nicholas Walters an additional 300,000 or 100,000 of his purse if he wins. Shit like that usually doesn't work out. These little side deals that the fighters want to do. You know what I mean? Oh, hey, Walters beat me, and I'll give you $300 out of my own pocket. Because if that was the case, and everyone's buy-in was there, then why doesn't Top Rank just add that in the contract? Winner gets an extra 300,000. Why is it coming out of Lomachenko's mouth only? Top Rank could easily put in a provision that says, oh, hey, if whoever loses this fight, there's a win bonus for the winner, and it's paid from the fighter's pocket. So it sounds good. It makes headlines and stuff, but I really don't see in the business world it happening where Charlo is not going to fight Centeno next and ruin an eliminator option that he has, and HBO main event, and they only have 2 more cards on the books, is going to get crushed making that fight. Unless, I guess, they made the chart. They said, fuck you, Mads Sulecki or whatever his name is, and then they made Daniel Jacobs Charlo an HBO deal. I guess that would be the only real solution. But then what happens to Mads Sulecki? You just get some step aside. It doesn't seem likely to me. Because somebody would be getting fucked. Actually, 2 fighters would be getting fucked off. Hugo Centeno Jr. and Sulecki. Derevyanchenko called out Canelo, Triple G, and Charlo. He's not going to get it. Maybe Charlo. But he just hit the scene. he knocked out Toriano Johnson and whoever he fought. What happened with his fight with Deshaun Flyboy? What was the outcome? I'm assuming he won because he was on this card. I didn't see that. That's just being wishful. It sounds great. Jacobs versus Charlo, Kell Brook versus Charlo, doubleheader. That would be awesome, but I don't see it happening. Y'all still talking about Triple G and Eubank? He just lost at 168. Who's talking about that fight? Johnson got annihilated. He got stopped. Because I don't think he's been stopped too many times, considering how many losses he has. Damn. Damn, he got stopped, huh? Hey, how is Raymond beats Biaz? Oh, never mind. He's the guy that super chatted. I was like, I thought it was a hot seat victory. Bevo just beat the hell out of Barrera. I didn't see that fight yet. I just heard he got stopped. Somebody tell me about it. I didn't see Gerald Big Baby Miller jump in the ring. But he already has a fight, so him jumping in the ring doesn't really do nothing. He jumped in the ring, but you already got Johan Duhaupas, the guy that Wilder knocked out. So, I mean, it's good for, like I said, pictures and cameras and drama, but he already has the fight in April, so it's not like he can fight him. And if Eddie Hearn avoids making Joshua Wilder next, Miller has a shot to land Joshua. So why wouldn't you fight Joshua as opposed to Wilder? Especially when Miller had a lot more criticism in a video about Joshua. He says all them protein shakes won't work. So yo, I'm gonna take an intermission. Let's get some last minute likes. I gotta eat something. I might do a vampire stream. Anybody have any last minute questions? Please leave. Nazim Richardson said Wilder's the most gifted heavyweight since Muhammad Ali. I heard about that. I didn't watch it, but I heard that. If y'all want a vampire stream later tonight after I eat, let me know. But I gotta get something to drink and get something to eat. My throat's all fucked up from talking all day. If y'all want a vampire stream, let me know. Smash the like button. Go to this video and leave comments. We need the engagement. We need the replay comments. So if not, I'll probably do some videos tomorrow, but my throat's kind of hurting. Shout out to Luis Ortiz. Valiant effort. Definitely pushed.